Scott. The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money. They say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time. Out and about, out chasing paper. The streets of my house and the house always wins like Vegas. Never down for the count. Second win, second nature. Found mine. Never had my hands out. Fuck favors. By design, everything tailored. In my youth, it was shell toes, no Chuck Taylors. Weak soap game, how to have a game show. It's still the same code game, so it's still the same code. We all pay the cost, pay dues. Move with the main state that I can't lose. On the grind, push a hard line with my linemen. Back when I was young, they said it's all about timing. Till it's my time, all the stars are aligning. I'm a diamond in the rough, couple cuts got me shining. This game you cannot cop on consignment. In the field, all we do is execute assignments. The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time to talk. The game's to be sold, not told. So we finna keep everybody broke. They say time is money, they say money talk. I ain't got no time to waste if you ain't got no time to talk.
First, we get into this paper. See, I want it all, plus some UNDERDOG acres, a lot of alcohol, few dad bags of paper. Run this shit like a ship and I'm the sailor. Cold, kinda like it's fresh up out the freezer. Cold, if she ain't talking bread, I don't need her. Soon as I meet her, I'm a fucker, then I leave her. It's the old Mac needs, treat them all like bottom feeders. Break it down slow for them folks that don't know. I'm a seasoned vet, black belt out the dojo. With a wide range of weapons, so I'm out the holster. Keeping all options open, so many ways that I can fold ya. Told you from the gate, never been about no play. Get it on the go, they never been known for no delay. The game should be sold, not to be told. Keep your mouth shut, don't have to break the mold. Mac needs.
Break the work down, it's fence the move. Push that work out, I distribute. Break the work down, it's fence the move. Push that work out, I just distribute. A young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor.
I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. You know I'm the boy, get money's what I'm used to.
Keep you straight from the gate, so I don't confuse ya. I'm a D-boy, need abusive as users. I'ma make noise, shout to my producer. I'm an entertainer, but I ain't here to amuse ya. Yeah, I fuck with shooters and they all fucking users. Come through, wake that ass up like a rooster, hella early in the morning. Early bird gets a worm. Finna get rich for 'em, food for the worms. Cutting cocaine, dropping whole things. It's a cold game, make you run your gold chain. Hungry, but I'm moving in a keto state. For sure, I beat the price on the keys in your state. Catch me running up a tail, fucking up a bag. Make me wonder how long will a good thing last. On my Curtis Mayfield, live a life I can't chill. Push a man, pushing packs, all I do is make squeal. Keep it 100, I'm just numb, yo, I can't feel none of these suckers when they say they real. Stacking Uber cash, I'm an out-of-state supply. Random Uber man, he a getaway drive. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the foreign or I'm hopping out the Uber. Crew clocking chips opposite of you losers. Can't be broke as a joker, got no sense of humor. Just a young pack mover, shot to my consumer. Jumping out the
You ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know?
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
You put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile.
Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Yeah.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Yeah.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
Yeah. VIP me put in my pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. It's all a hustle, ladies and homies. Make money, money.
Call out here for a pill. Really tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find a thing to save my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me. No, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What up, Fantasy Football Hustler, back at ya. Our man Hess in the house. Shout out to the Cannabis Guardian Angel.
What up? Loving this Gibbs show.
What'd you say? Couldn't hear you.
Loving this Gibbs show.
Yeah, hell yeah. A lot of work to start the game.
And there goes Reynolds with a rush.
Shout out to everyone in the chat. I'm going to shout you guys out in a sec. I uploaded the Ricky show from today, and to where it's just by itself. Everybody do me a favor. Go click the link. Go hit the thumbs up. Leave a comment in there as well.
That show was fire this morning, bro.
Yeah, man. And I think Ricky said it could be more of a normal thing. He said there's a lot of times in the morning, not early, where his day, he's just bullshitting in the morning. A lot of stuff doesn't get started until after 9-10 o'clock. So it was funny today because I didn't know what time he was going to pop on. It got to like almost 9 o'clock, and I was like, we're going to be on for another hour. And then you hear him talking about it in the show where he was talking with his wife about a bunch of things, got a little high and forgot. And he was like, oh, shit. Yeah, I got to go chop it up with the guys.
Well, it was perfect timing. Worked out. Came on, what was it, for almost an hour?
Yeah.
And it was just like such a good show. Great show.
Yeah. Queen.
I love that he recognized how much game you guys got.
Yeah.
When it comes to all of this.
Well, it's cool even having access to them where I could. I mean, during the show yesterday, I'm like, man, like this is a fucked up game or fucked up bunch of games. And like we've had all these injuries, just like a super shit show on offense. I told everyone while they were watching, I was like, all right, we're going to message Ricky. We're going to see what's going on in the stars right now. And
sure enough, Mars is fucking shit up.
Hell yeah. What up, King D? He said, what up? Heard the Ricky show. Yeah, super fire.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate everyone who was there live. What up, Daniel Berry? Okay. What up, Chase? Hey, Monday Night Miracles. What kind of Monday Night Miracles do we need? You know,
I need a Goff
and what the hell happened
combo to hit like 50 and for to hit 50 and I'm good.
It was the weirdest shit. Did you guys catch it? Or was it just my stoned ass that caught it? The clock was ticking down to 0. Did you see it? And then it switched it. And I was like, what the fuck? Was it just like 10 minutes? And I'm just thinking it to myself, and then it switches back to 8 minutes and some change or whatever. Man, Crosby better take it easy, man. He's about to give his teammates a concussion. Getting way too hyped over there. Shout out to Song, Josh. Shout out to Corbin. Derek, salute.
What up, D?
Hollywood, salute.
Yeah, shout out those Monday Night Miracle needs.
Yeah, throw them in the chat. We'll read them out. Well, they're trying to give you a Laporta Monday Night Miracle, but he could not come down with it. What up, Smokey Bear LaFleur? Facing Jacobs, Adams, Gibbs. I have Laporta Potty, Lion, him lead. All right, let's get it. Song I need 5 points from the Sun God to win in my home league. There we go.
Nice.
I hope that that's just, I mean, not even a miracle, just an early thing that happens. What up, Smokey the Cat? He said, what up? He said, hoping for a good outing from Gibbs to sell high with Monty potentially back after a week. I heard that.
I mean, do you think it goes straight, like, that's it? Gibbs has minimal value once Monty comes back?
I'm not going to say minimal value, but it's one of those things like they paid Monty to come over there and be the guy. You know, it's not like, I'm sure they don't like just want to not use Gibbs, but they've had such bad luck of keeping their young RBs healthy. Maybe that's just like something that's like a conscious decision. Like if we're going to kill someone out there, let's let it be Monty, you know, not our young guy that we just spent a first rounder on and we could potentially have for 5 years.
I mean, it's a good problem for them to have. Yeah. Both their RBs are crushing it.
Yeah. And seeing especially right now, like I'm talking NFL, not fantasy. Of course, we want him to ball right now, but would they rather have Gibbs balling in the playoffs or balling during the regular season? Like, I mean, or get hurt and not even make the playoffs, you know, type thing.
Yeah.
Because they've had really bad luck. They had really bad luck with RB injuries over the last couple of years. That's why I was so out on Gibbs. I was like, man, they can't keep their RBs healthy to save their lives. I'm sure they know that too.
I picked them up early in the draft, so yeah, that's one of those that I really needed to hit.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see. It's hitting at the right times, though. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's one of those things.
Sell them, right?
Yeah, I mean, we've been and seeing. I guess that's where the fine line comes in. Like a lot of the rookie RBs, we don't really want them the first half of the season. We want them the second half of the season. If he really does end up balling, could Gibbs be a league winner somehow? Like because he was bought somewhat cheap. Like,
and what about like Charbonnet?
I think it's. I mean, to him, I think it's gonna take an injury to Ken Walker. But
yeah, I have him, so I'm praying that doesn't happen.
Yeah,
but it's Seattle, you know, like they're just injury prone over there.
Phil said Bogey going for the miracle on me in the 22 with Goff. How many points you winning by? And Corbin, we're tied at 183. He has Gibbs only. I got Jacobs, Devontae, Jacoby. Okay. See what happens here. It's a lot of peeps. King D down 14 points with Adams, Laporta. Half PPR and facing Jacobs. Okay, so you're gonna need a little bump from your Raider Laporta stack. Adams Laporta. Ooh, Phil said he's up by 40-ish. Okay, so that would be a big game out of Goff, even in our scoring. Not impossible.
It's definitely possible.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see what Jimmy's gonna do.
Well, they're explaining why it wasn't grounding. Okay.
Jacobs. Yeah, how about that John Wolford, like fake news for a second there?
Yeah. Yeah, we never know what's gonna happen when we get injuries to guys like Stafford. Any QB, right? Like fuck.
Yeah. You saw Tampa Bay is like, nah, we're keeping him.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think they have to sign him to their actual squad now. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. They can only ixnay it if they pull him up to the active squad as well.
Yeah. So back to the drawing board.
Yeah, and it's funny because they probably don't even need him really just to cock block the Rams.
Exactly what they're doing. It's exactly what it felt like.
Yeah.
But hey, ooh, Lucky that was intercepted.
Damn it.
So I was trying to explain to my son, the other day, talking about how some players, right, their goal is to be on a team that they're going to win a Super Bowl with.
Right.
And other players, they're out there for the loot.
Yeah.
And
it's because you don't, and I mean, I guess to be fair, not everyone has a choice to play where they want, especially,
for sure. But like Devontae Adams, right? Loot, right?
Yeah, I mean, well, he was done with Green Bay. That's really what it was.
So he went to go play with Carr?
Well, he played with Carr. He played with Carr in college.
Yeah, that's how they fed it to us.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, that's what Devontae said.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying, but that doesn't mean he's getting a Super Bowl ring.
But it wasn't about money because Green Bay offered him more. He chose to go to the Raiders.
Oh yeah, great point. Maybe you're, like I said, he's done with them. But you're right. If it's the money, it's the money. So what was he thinking? The Raiders? He Raiders had any chance of winning a ring? No, but I mean, maybe he thought that he did. I mean, he's obviously still passionate about like you guys aren't doing shit correctly, and he's passionate about that at least on the winning side of things. But yeah, he got offered more to stay with Green Bay, but because of all the Rodgers shit, that's why he said he didn't want to stay because he knew Rodgers wasn't going to stay there. Smart to leave, but damn.
I mean, it's pretty bad in Green Bay right now. Not that much better in Green Bay or the Raiders. At least he's in California. He's around some good weed.
Got some good weather.
But that I mean, that's just that's one case specifically where literally anybody who would have had a chance to get him would have paid him, that 30 mil or whatever the hell he's got, 30 mil a year.
I just would have thought if a guy like him, would have his pick.
Well, you do and you don't, because like there's some people who don't. I mean, either way, his value is there. Like he would only go down like so much. And the NFL, what's it called? PA. They're not going to let a guy who can get 30 million a year from, let's say, maybe 5 or 6 teams like in the league. They're not going to let him go play for 15 mil a year or something like that. Like, because you got to set the precedent for the market correctly.
Yeah. It's a great point.
But it's the cash over cap. Like that's really what it comes down to. More teams are doing that now. So I think we are going to see teams taking more shots to actually win. I mean, it's really, look at what Miami went over there and did. It takes a younger coach to go over there and, really stir the pot and be like, all right, we're going to get rid of all our fucking picks. Who cares? We're going to go after Tyreek. That's the first move we're making.
I mean, that looks like a team that's going to want to win the Super Bowl now.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little shaky on defense. And, there may be times where Mike McDaniels can get out coached or whatever, being a younger coach, but got a lot of good things going for him. That's for sure. What up, Peacock?
What up? What up?
But yeah, let's see. Maybe a better example might be some defensive guys that people wouldn't really, necessarily be thinking about. But guys like Tremaine Edmonds and TJ Edwards going to Chicago, where damn well you're not winning anything. No matter what. Hey, parolee's back in the house. What up? We were talking about you. I swear it was like within a week ago. And he hits me up. It was today or yesterday. Said he's back in action.
Nice.
Yeah. Glad you're out, bro. Glad you're out. And so they went over there. They both got bags. I think one was like an 80 mil contract. The other one's like 60 mil. They're both like 3 or 4 years. I can't remember. Could they have gone and taken less going to other places? Maybe. But for linebackers, specifically on defense, you may only have like 1 or 2 chances to get like a real bag, because linebackers are like the running backs. At least middle linebackers are like the running backs of defense.
Yeah.
As far as how they're paid.
So they got to make a choice.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Yeah. I guess it's a little bit different with like the way that people think about the premier offensive players because they just thought, this wide receiver is going to come over here and make a difference and can turn the whole team around, by themselves. So maybe it just there's a little bit more pressure maybe on offensive players, like they're going to change the entire game themselves.
Yeah.
Someone damaged your 2000 car.
What?
Oh, what's going on? Interception, and then he dropped it. No, it wasn't interception. Reynolds dropped it. Fuck. Who came up with that? Spillane? Fuck. Wow. Masterson tackle, Josh Reynolds. Oh, ouch. Yeah, it was Spillane. Shake that off. We need you, Reynolds. Oh, it's not going to look good there. No, it doesn't. But let's see. What are some of the other Monday night miracles we need here? Let's see. What up, Crispy?
Oh, shit.
Did that?
Kirby Joseph.
Get back.
What a beast.
I'm playing Kirby Joseph for sure somewhere right now.
What a beast. And was that going for Adams?
Yep. But that's sick that it just happened right. They got it and they threw right back.
And they hit him with the thriller. Yeah, that was just bad by June.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, that was bad. Damn it. Jay said as soon as I said that shit, they got the ball back. Oh, man. Well, hey.
Oh, no,
we got Bogey in the house.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Now, can you dig that? Sucker! My bad. Just wanted to get the dinner. Okay, listen, check this out, fellas. For everybody on this panel and everybody at home watching. It's all about winning. You know what I'm saying? Right? And that includes all forms of winning. Like, if my girl comes home and she might have had a particularly shitty day because Mars is in the building, right? And ironically, my girl's name is Mars. Like, that's her nickname. It's Maricel, but we all call her Mars. Oh. And when I told that to Ricky when he was here, he laughed when I was introducing my girl. Right? And he was like, "Oh, really?" I was like, "Yeah."
Mars with a Z.
And then, so check us out though. Like, it's all about winning, because if she has a particularly shitty day and comes home and everything's clean and dinner's cooked and all that, winning is not getting bitched at to me. You know what I mean?
I hear that.
Right?
Yep.
Really high.
I was watching whatever that Florida Gators movie is on Netflix, and Tim Tebow, he was talking about when he was playing like Little League baseball. Because I don't know, he was born like outside of the country, right? And whenever
I think he's actually descended from heaven.
Whenever he came and he started playing baseball, he said that his coach was like, "It's not about winning or losing, guys. It's just about trying and having fun and all that." And he said, as a little kid, he was like, "Nah, coach, it's only about winning."
Yeah, I used to volunteer a lot for my kids when they were in school. I volunteer, chaperone, even the first ever school my oldest got into was transitional kindergarten. I'm paranoid as fuck. Like, first day, like, parents, stick around. If you want to volunteer for Tuesdays in class, a teacher's assistant, sign up here. I signed up right away. I gotta keep an eye on this bitch. Right? And like,
But it was crazy because they would teach them all kind of stuff like sportsmanship and stuff like that when they're playing like dodgeball or like Red Rover or whatever it was. And they would say, it's not about winning. And then like when we'd be on the way home, I tell my daughter, listen, she lied to you. You know what I'm saying? You see the other team? See, I was coaching y'all Red Rover team. You see how y'all was just banding together like a chain and no one was breaking through? See that? See the other side? They didn't look like they was having fun. They weren't winning. See? Gotta have some type of I mean, unless like you're just that super cool kid that no matter what, you're just having a good time, right? Having emotions and things that drive emotion, like competition and stuff like that, that's healthy. You know what I mean?
Oh hell yeah,
it's healthy. You know what I'm saying? I think, and like maybe when they started like doing the participation awards and stuff,
what
like
up,
that,
AB?
you know, we got 10 years now of those kids. Like those kids are now like in their teens now. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like when I first started hearing that shit, my kid was like, you know, 5, 6 years old. Like what? Participation awards? You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, it shouldn't even be called participation awards. You know, maybe you can get a certificate for participating or something.
Maybe.
See, I'll start putting levels to it. I'll be like, here's your participation award for participating. This kid right here, here's your award for showing up. Because you're just here. You're doing nothing.
Urban Liar. I mean, we know he's a savage, but it's crazy. So yeah, I started watching. I'm 1 or 2 episodes into this thing, and he said that I forget which linebacker was talking about this, but openly, like if you were a superstar, you got treated like a superstar, like you're getting steak and lobster, and if you were just like one of the bums, you were getting like hot dogs and just all types of shit. And he would say, he said everyone could change the perception of themselves in one given week. Show me you're a superstar and you'll get treated like one.
I mean, Urban Meyer, I mean, look at him. He's the epitome of that, right? He's like, I look in the mirror and I see a man no woman would fuck, but I'm a winner. Look at all the women with me. That's pretty much the Urban Meyer way, right? I mean, he told when he was the head coach for Jacksonville, he had the likes of Darrell Bevell as his offensive coordinator. Darrell Bevell, he won Super Bowls. He won a Super Bowl with the Seahawks.
What up, Jake?
Like, he as their offensive coordinator, and he was routinely in the playoffs with them. This guy, he knows what time it is, and that's why Urban Meyer even brought him in, because no one was willing to give this guy a chance to work for him. But here's Darrell Bevell's like, yeah, I'll do it. And then like Darrell Bevell, you know what I'm saying? He was one of the ones that came out and was like, yeah, this guy straight up got in my face and was like, I'm a winner. You know what I mean? Like when he was like checking all the coaching staff, like, it's not his problem. It's not his fault, right? He's blaming the coaching staff. And like Darrell Bevell was like, you know what I mean? He was one of the only ones that was like, listen, bro, I'm a winner, bro. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that's not how winning organizations are ran, by with somebody just ridiculing the fuck out of everybody because nothing's going their way. And then also that guy would obviously be there to reap all the benefits when it was going their way. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably the worst thing that could happen to somebody, and is winning a lot in a sense, right? Maybe you grow too comfortable, and you don't even like kind of like the Bill Belichick effect right now. Maybe it's a combination of everything. Either way, Urban Meyer definitely didn't work. There's a reason why he hadn't been a coach in college for a minute too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know that when we're like getting ready to invest in a company, one of the things we ask and look into is the adversity that the founders have been through, and times and situations where they've had to pivot. Those are like the critical things that tell us the most about how well that company is going to do. You know what I mean?
One of the this
There's
is the
no adversity, like you said. If the guy comes in, he's like, yeah, everything just came easy, and that's why I'm the best. I'd be like, pass. Seriously.
Yeah, because that guy could have just. First of all, that guy probably doesn't have an appreciation for it. 1 or 2, like, I mean, what happens when the actual challenges happen now? Because if they're talking to you, they're obviously trying to get to the next echelon, right? The upper, right? The next level. That's why their business would be talking to you in general, right? So it's like if they already got it easily, like what happens when I take you to this next level and we start hitting some road bumps here? You know what I mean? Like
there's always going to be
road bumps, you know? And I would say like here a Bogard. I don't know. I don't even know if Bogard original at this point because I've been saying for so long. I don't know if I picked it up somewhere along the way, but it definitely means a lot to me. Is that struggle builds character? You know what I mean? I done fucked up a lot. You know what I mean? So like even just to live meager, which is like because it's still expensive to live out in Cali, you know what I'm saying, or own or whatever the fuck it is. Just you know what I mean? I'm just like, man, it took a long time to get to here. You know what I mean? And there's still a long ass road ahead. And this the real struggle actually started now. I'm like, oh, I thought I was struggling before this.
That's what when you hit you realize that at every level too. If you're smart. And I know you are. So yeah.
I appreciate that. I mean, I'm smart enough to know not to fuck up the same way again, but I'm also like, I mean, Ricky pointed us out about Sagittarius in general. They're the shot takers. They're the risk takers. They take their shot. You know what I mean? Because they're hopeful. You know what I mean? Glass half full. Hey, I'll take my shot. Then like, oh, I missed. Hey, but at least I took my shot. Right? Like there's still a caveat there that I'm naturally gonna try to. You know what I mean? Find a positive side of it, like because I hate being plagued by wondering what if. You know what I mean? And I always wondered why. And then it's kind of cool when that's actually a trait on my chart. You know what I mean? Just the ever hopeful. He even said too, he's like, yeah, look at it right here when it comes to relationships, hopeless romantic. I was like, I fucking knew it. You know how many rom-coms I done sat through with my girl?
I gotta do a reading with him. For real.
Yeah, it was like for like a good 2 months. Like, and he told me too, he's like, this should have an effect on you. He said that like verbatim, this should have an effect on you. He's like, it's supposed to. You know what I mean? Like some clarity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I was like, I'm a truth seeker. You know what I mean? And he said something today on the show. It was like, says this can go for people, maybe you're battling something out there or something from within. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. And then, this that gut check period where I was kind of like, what's really gut checking me right now is my girl's like, she was trying to push, like, we should do our backyard. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah, for sure. But I knew these property taxes are about to come up. And then now they're coming up to the tune of almost 10 bands. And I'm like, fuck, that's like, okay. Good thing we didn't get that concrete done. You know what I mean? Because I said, I knew this was coming up on a timeline.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You paid it one shot or you paid every month.
Yeah, I actually text my mom and my sister. I'm like, so how do I do this? We got something in the mail, right? It says this date. Like, how do we do this? Like, set up an account or something. But I'm like, okay, I'm glad and like that's another thing too, getting used to like checking the mail. I'm like, oh shit, we gotta check our mail because the first one that comes around, they send it to you in the mail first. You know what I mean? And I'm like, that's old school.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. But you have to wait from the city to send you the fucking whatever them call it.
Basically, the only thing that comes from the mail are bills these days.
That is true. Yeah. And the goddamn, yeah, it is a trip. I'm like, fuck it, we gotta routinely check our mail because we got the little box. Yeah, that thing just stuffed
up front.
Oh yeah, and that man, I would like that. Oh, I like my better. We have the community box thing, at least, and it's right in front of my in-laws' house, so that's kind of cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, just in case, like, you know what I mean. There's a Ring camera there.
What about Amazon? You have an Amazon box?
No, but my girl wants to buy one because there's like cute ones. Like there's one that looks like a house. Or
what do they do with your Amazon shit that's too big to fit?
They just put it right. We have like a pillar in front of our shit, so they just hide it behind a pillar and they send a picture of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I do got a Ring camera that's facing right there, so yeah. I mean, I guess there's a. Yeah, it is funny though.
You're saying a pillar right near your house.
Yeah, there's like
your door. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought they were gonna leave it near the mail.
Oh, no. We have a community box, so that's like any mail. Like, but then if it's like small enough to put inside one of those things, they have the lock things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I've seen places that have similar type of mail system in like buildings or communities, and they have a whole locker system right next to it.
Yeah,
for all the Amazon.
Yeah, just for Amazon.
Bigger shit,
Yeah. There's actually a townhouse complex right here down the street, and they definitely got one of those. Like when you walk by, it looks like a locker. Looks like basically like a locker room. You know what I mean? Like an outside locker joint. But yeah, because
I've seen those in businesses.
Yeah, and like back in the days, allegedly, we used to use PO boxes and shit because we'd be scared to like put return addresses and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, those are the same thing too. You just walk up in the little kiosk and it's just a whole wall of freaking them boxes. You know what I mean?
Yep. Fine, Peacock. I want to keep watching Monday Night Football, but they're also showing Bloodsport on Pluto.
Cool.
Isn't Pluto on demand?
I mean, but once you get it started, yeah. I should probably be watching the game on my phone.
So is that the end of the first?
Yep.
I stopped watching. What happened after Jimmy threw the pick?
Monday night.
They get the fumble, then he throws the pick. My phone.
Who got the square?
Let's see. So 0-3. That is our man Devo. Quarter square, the 80. And then the reversal. I had to buy like 7 squares to get it filled, and it looks like I hit the reversal. So that's $20.
Nice. Let's see what these lines are. Gibbs got 8 rushes so far, 25 yards.
There you go.
Josh Jacobs got 4 rush, 8 yards.
Fuck.
Not great. Devontae Adams, 0 across the board, 1 target.
The only one with the reception is Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
1 reception for 12 yards. That's trash. Well, they had two series or just 1?
No, they've had definitely 2. They had it really quick, so I guess technically 3.
Interception. Damn, how the hell did they get all the way down there? Without
because the fumble.
Oh, yeah.
Josh Reynolds fucking fumbled that.
That's what happened.
That didn't do me any good. I got him going, and I got Goff going in a redraft league. But and going against Jimmy G. So that's
they said Adam usually gets it going late.
Yeah, we'll see. We shall see.
All right, here we go.
What you got going on grub wise tonight?
I went and got some spicy wings from KFC. Yeah, so I'm trying these out. Come on, Rock. Come on. Oh, let's go to Gibbs.
Just throw it in the end zone. Gibbs is cool too.
Hey, what up, Devo? We just shouted you out. You hit the first quarter square, homie. The forward, you hit the 80. Good shit, dude.
Timing. All right, what you gonna do?
Yeah, see, Raiders have only had 9 plays. No, just running it again.
Toss to Gibbs.
Uh-oh.
Penalty.
That looks like holding.
Sure does. All right, maybe that means they can throw it to Amon-Ra or Reynolds right now, though.
Better do something. Now it's going to be 2nd and 10.
But no, they decide to give it to Khalif Raymond. Why?
So in the Debo League, I got a little ballsy.
Yeah.
The game's not officially over. I'm winning by like 46. And I had Goff in there. But I felt like I won. I didn't have anybody else who he has Adams. But I'm up by like 40 something. So I picked up Khalif Raymond to put him in the game just so I can have a shitty player to trade instead of making a choice on trading one of my better players.
Sometimes you gotta do that.
If Adams goes and throws up 50 and I lose, then I'm screwed.
Oh.
Then I'll get one of my players stolen. So that's all I'm hoping, is that Adams doesn't do anything better than he's done all year.
That's how it's looking right now.
Yeah.
They keep going to Khalif Raymond.
It's because like Amon Ra's being like triple teamed.
Man, what is going on with the play calling, bro?
Tap. Yeah, it's trash.
What is that? And then even right now, delay a game. Hold on, let me go get my phone. I don't know what the baby's doing on my phone.
What are they going for? On 4th and goal on the 8. They just took the delay game, trying to get him to jump. That was a bad drive.
Yeah. Some good action on Monday nights.
Six 0 now.
Yeah, so in our Green Bowl, it turns out there's only one other team that would have beaten you. Only Big Tons by like a couple points.
Man's bullshit.
I mean, it sucks.
And because I'm losing Cousins. Oh, man, that hurts. Both my QBs, man, got fucked. First two, can't do much when your first two draft picks are done. Drafted really well, too. That's what sucks.
Yeah, Najee finally starting to hit his stride.
Yeah.
Great value on Thielen. You got Puka. And now Puka also. We're going to see what's going to happen with Puka.
Yeah.
And Cup.
Yeah. The one thing, this now with everyone having the bye weeks, maybe there's a shot because of that. That I could just stay competitive. Because anything can happen. But yeah, it sucks not having two really good QBs in there, though. That just changes everything. Need everybody to ball. Shit, Marty said, I don't think I'll have a QB to start in the 21 either. Oh, shit.
It's all good. Just the 1 week. Just make sure the rest of your team is strong. Hopefully you're going up against somebody that's kind of wounded, too. You know what I mean? Anything can happen.
There's a lot of wounded teams out there.
It's funny because basically all the new dynasties I got in, I almost moved all my first already. So like paying double, right? In the 16, I was paid for this year. Now I got to pay for next year and the year after. Because that Kirk Cousins loss, it did something to me. I started shopping around for big fish and Big Tons. He hit me with a counter, and I swear, when I hit accept so fast, I was like, oh, I didn't. One thing he added was the 2025 first in there. I was like, oh.
So
it's all
three firsts?
Two firsts.
Two firsts.
Two firsts, you know, some seconds, thirds, fourths, even. Like there's all kind of next year stuff, including
for who? For which QB?
For Josh Allen.
Woo!
But that's not it. I'm so stacked in this team, and now it looks like a true Bogard team because I was so top heavy. Like I was able to throw him Fred Warner, Alex Singleton, because these are things he added. He added the Fred Warner in there. I had Singleton already, so he added him in there. I'm like, I have like 10 starting linebackers in there. I'm like, okay, I could do that, right? Theoretically. And then, well, not even theoretically, I actually did that. Then I had Judy in there. He adds in Hopkins. I'm like, so, and then he adds in Palmer. So I'm like, okay, I gave up Alex Singleton, Fred Warner, Jerry Judy, Palmer, and Hopkins, and then an array of picks to the tune of, I think, 13 total items for the one Josh Allen.
That's a bogey trade.
It is, right?
Yep.
I was like, I'm gonna get Josh Allen, and like, and what's crazy is that, bro, like big tons I've done like these type of, like I've bought, like, you know, I've actually got Josh Allen off him before in a different league.
Damn.
So I'm like, you know, let me see, you know, and I knew it was gonna cost, but like when he started adding
you have other QBs, like,
so I had Dak, Rodgers, and Kirk. You know what I'm saying?
What about him?
So he's third to last.
Oh, so he's rebuilt.
And like I think he does have two other QBs, but yeah, he's third to last. So he's like, you know, and I've seen him shopping things around. Like, so I'm you know, when I looked at him, he's 2-5. I'm like, okay, he'll talk to me, because that's the first place I started. I went straight to Dad, right? Crispy was down there last place in League 16, and he has 4 QBs. But I'm like, okay, he has Lawrence. Let me buy Lawrence. I go straight for Lawrence, and it just stayed up there. And I was, you know, I continued to shop all day because I got it in my head today. Like, all right, I'm either gonna like try to ride this thing, because everywhere I have cousins, the irony is I only have cousins and another QB. I have the backups and stuff, but like,
because Cousins historically has been super healthy.
Yeah, and for what it's worth, he's at that special age where it's like he's old in Dynasty, so he falls, but he's like in his prime. You know what I mean? So he's very usable. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, we loved Cousins this year. He was definitely, and it sucks because now it's like, you know, this was his 5,000 year. You know what I mean? Like he's got close like a handful of times, 3 times to be exact. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, this was that year. Like he was just shit. He just put up like 360 on the Niners. He's putting it up every week. You know.
Is your team hot garbage or is your record hot garbage?
Marty said that.
Yeah,
I'm 6-1. So I'm 6-1 in that joint, and my only loss is to Huss. And I put up 460 that week. He put up like almost 500 on me. So and he's undefeated in that league. And like, what's crazy is like, this is how stacked I am in there. On the bye week, I'm so stacked. I even forgot I had Chase on this team, and I'm smacking the shit out of whoever I'm playing. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh shit. And it's funny because like Titans immediately try to go after Chase. Oh, you ain't even playing him. I'm like, oh fuck, I forgot I even had him this week. Like it's insane. Like, and this was actually one of the ones where I built through trades, like, and like just never gave up too many picks. So I'm just like, except for last year, I gave up a first round for this year for the 2023. So that's why this year was already paid up. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I was like, yeah, I have old QBs, so I didn't want to move any of my picks. But then, like, you know, I couldn't get down to no QBs, and I'm like, you know what I mean? Yep. He did something to me, but you know, I try to go to Titans for life. He had Sam the Wolf Howe, and he had the Brock over there, and T-Bag, and he's like second to last place right now, something like that. So I'm like, okay, what's up, bro? Like, you know what I mean? And he immediately got greedy. He was like, I want all the picks. I want Chase, CeeDee Lamb, and it was just the Brock. I'm like, come on, bro. Like, I'm like, what's up? You know, and then I go and I'm trying to find it in League 14. And I'm like, oh, there it is. Yes. What about this deal? I want something like this, right? Like where you got 2 off him.
Yep.
Yeah. I was like, what's up with something like this? He's like, people are still giving me slack for that. I'm like, damn it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep shopping. And then like, and then it's funny because all the players that he was like trying to throw, he tried to throw me like the 11 for like 5. You know what I mean? And I'm like, listen, bro, I'm not bringing back 11 of these players, bro. You know what I mean? Even if the Brock happens to be one of them. He was just like, I'm like, just do a team swap or what? I'm like,
who's your QBs in one?
So, in one, it's just Tua, bro.
Just
and, and I got Jefferson, so I'm gonna shop around.
Yeah, you got mail already in that one.
I'm gonna see what I can do with like Eckler first. Just you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm gonna shop Eckler first and maybe go for like not the craziest, shiniest QB, just a QB. And then because I might be able to get some, I might be able to get some decent.
Interesting. We may be something out there too.
I would imagine. I mean, I guess I do have to shop first. At least I have a day until waivers, right? Because I'm pretty sure like there is gonna be somebody that's gonna assume that fucking whether it's a Carson Wentz or
let's go.
Who the John Walford. So there's no more of the John Walford. No, okay, yeah. See, so that's another thing, and it's like, what is this? Is this kid Bennett? You know what I mean?
And Aaron said, trade Diggs for Chase. Nah, just hold. I want to get Diggs and Chase on the same team, not one for the other.
Yeah, that's kind of just like just for a change of pace.
Yeah.
We
talked about that fantasy, but the content fire.
Listen, brother. If I was to flip a Diggs for a Chase, and it was even if it was a straight up, my logic would solely be because Chase doesn't have a bye week no more. And like what's crazy is before the season, I was saying I'm okay waiting on Higgins because Higgins could probably get up close to 100 receptions like Chase, but the fact that Higgins exists, it makes it hard for Chase to go over 100. Right, because he's usually hovering around 70 to 80 receptions, right? But he's got 50 on the year right now because Higgins is kind of like non-existent and injured the first half of the year. So it's pretty awesome.
And Diggs is losing work lately to Gabe Davis.
Yeah, I mean, I still think there's enough pass volume, and I think like because there's not really a running back for them to speak of, even like with Fournette going there, I think like it'd be more so for pass pro and to be utilized in the passing game. So I'm okay with I am okay with Diggs. I have a bunch of Diggs Davis teams, and Gabe Davis is the one who misses him out more often than not. You know what I mean? Like Diggs is gonna get his either way. Diggs is getting his, yeah. Like even I want to say when it was all said and done, their fantasy production wasn't too far off last Thursday. So he's still been able to volume his way and stay. I mean, Diggs is someone who's over 100 receptions every year he's been with Josh Allen. Like that's
like this one. Would you give up Brees and Godwin to get Diggs? You would, right? Yeah.
I mean, in a redraft,
Think of it, right? You got to think of it in like draft, right? So Diggs is, most of the time first round, right?
Yeah, about 1-2 turnaround ish. He was a value this year.
If you can bundle a couple of pieces, below that first round for that first round piece, it's usually a win.
You know what's crazy is that in the attempt to get top heavy like I always do, the moment I start catching injuries, I start getting irrational, right? But that's it. But it's something I was prepared for because I got top heavy in a lot of instances, right? Mm-hmm. But I think with the way the year is, just having depth could be the means of you winning a championship. You know what I'm saying? Because other people that might get hurt and they might go into those same motions, right? Like, oh shit, I gotta start making moves. And it's like I saw a guy kind of trade his way out of like him having a scary ass team. He kind of like, okay, he traded. It's a super flex. He had Mahomes and CJ Stroud. He sends Stroud and Dallas Goedert to bring back Justin Fields and Njoku, and we all roasted his ass because this guy only has the 2 QBs. I'm like, why would you do that? Like you already had. He's 5-2. He had a steady, and then he's losing this week because he consciously traded away a starting QB and he brought over one in hopes that he'll come back. You know what I mean? Like there's something to that. Some people that, they chase the upside too much. I'm guilty of that. I'm going to get top heavy as possible. Then I catch one injury and I'm like, fuck, now I'm playing Jonathan Mingo in my other flex. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bat it down. What was that other one? What was that? Who was up there? That was Ken Walker.
It was would you do Pollard and Hollywood for Ken Walker and Kittle? I think I would.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And it's basically the similar. Well, Pollard. I mean, we just haven't seen it yet from Pollard. Is that why?
Pollard had, if in a regular PPR, I think he just had 2 back-to-back games, and it's crazy. It seems like forever because there was a bye week in between it. But he had less than 10 PPR points. You know what I mean? That's right. You know, without the touchdowns and just the annoying enough involvement of like a Rico and or like Deuce Vaughn like that. He's never going to get all of it, so he needs a touchdown and he needs a floor of receptions. And I mean, bro, I swear that it's like they heard me because I was like, why aren't the Cowboys like trying to run up the scoreboard every week? Like that's what they should be doing, and then they could tee off with their defense, and that'll disguise the fact that their secondary can give up points. You know what I mean? Like just because you can't, you would abandon the pass rush as aggressive as they is. You know what I mean? You're still going to abandon a little bit if you're playing from behind, and like we saw those games where they got from behind, it wasn't good. It wasn't pretty. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And Marty said that his record's terrible, so he's got some good pieces to build around.
Yeah, that's why I asked. I have a very similar scenario, and it's just, you know, you just get unlucky sometimes, you know. But if you got a good squad, there's a good chance it could turn around.
I'm the ever hopeful. I'm like, that's also why you got to keep your pockets loaded, because then this allows you, like, okay, last year in League 13, I had Breece Hall. What was crazy is I had Travis Etienne, and then I packaged up Etienne, Nico Collins, and it was like a handcuff to one of those dudes running backs. And I brought back Ken Walker and Breece Hall because they had like these negative blurbs on him. Y'all remember that? Mm-hmm. They were like, "Oh, Michael Carter's the heartbeat of this offense and this and that." And then like they were like, Ken Walker, you know, he had the fucking groin, and he's like, "Oh, he's gonna have the hernia. He has to get surgery." And we're like, "Oh shit!" So I bought them. And then like even when Breece Hall went down, he went for the ACL. He showed so much. I was like, I can move him right now. You know what I mean? Like I can move him for a usable piece. So so I threw a pick in there. I went straight to the bottom. Whoever's at the bottom, it happened to have been crispy at that time. I'm like, hey, he went at the bottom. He was still in the mix. So this was kind of odd because I go over there and I'm like, here's a first Breece Hall, and I want Josh Jacobs and TJ Watt, and then boom, he did it. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, I'm in here. I'm in this thing. You know what I mean? I'm like, so I was able to plug in, you know what I mean? Like I didn't lose any production. And then I gained a TJ Watt. You know what I'm saying? I was, you know, willing to do it. I was like, just fuck it. You know what I mean? Let's see. This is that time of year though. Cause it's that, just like Ricky said, it's that gut check time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just the way the season's built out. If we're 8 weeks in it, like there's going to be people that are already like seeing they're already viewing it in a certain scope, right? Like, all right, I'm not in it no more.
I mean, if you're 0-7, I mean, it's hard to have a positive outlook.
Yeah.
If you're 1-6, or 1-7 after tonight, or same thing. You've got a couple of wins. You're still mathematically in, right? For a little bit. I guess like an eighth loss by week 9. If you're at week 9 and you have that 8th loss, you're out. Like, yeah. You unless the rest of the league has some people like if I guess it would have to be like 8 through 5 have to be like only 1 or 2 losses away from each other if you're at like an 8, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you can't lose anymore. Like that's
I'm in a bunch of leagues like that where there's like a huge grouping of like 4-3, 4-4s, and like, other than like 1 and 2, the last place team, it's like everybody's right in the middle there. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it could definitely. I'm in a 14-team super flex full IDPs, and I'm sitting in the first place spot right now. But one to 5 is all 5 and 2. So it's, you know what I mean? It's a bloodbath.
That's very good.
Yeah, and it's a crazy active league. So it's like the fools on the bottom. I've been on trade rampages, and then because of it, and it's continuous waivers. But the first initial order when the waiver when a waiver runs on a Tuesday night is standings in reverse. So like those guys, couple the fact that they're being able to swoop all like, and every week there's been like swoopable guys, whether it's a 14 team or not, because the benches aren't the deepest, like maybe like 9, 8 or 9, I forget spots, but considering that we start 9 or 17 a week, 18 a week, you know what I mean? Yeah, so we have half.
How many teams are in that league?
14. Yeah. So like those guys on the bottom been able to swoop up guys and then make on top of making trades, and now like they're to be fucked with. You know what I mean? Like they're just racking W's off now, and it's shaking everything up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially once those bottom 2 swoop, bottom 3 swoop up, top 3 waivers. There's not much left on free agency in a 14 team.
For real though.
It gets really thin.
Got to be really, and then this is one of those leagues where it's like just during the course of the Sunday, you see before every game, just fools are getting dropped and picked up, like all the handcuffs, because they're like injury lawyers, just riding along. They're actually riding in the ambulance. You know what I mean? Like they're like, screw it, fuck chasing the ambulance. I'm just gonna ride with y'all, and like they got the guy already. Like it's funny because I've never like my man's Hinnock. We always get on him because he's like he was the kind of the one who revolutionized that. Like before every game, he's picking up every fucking backup QB and just whatever. And that's what his bench would consist of. You know what I mean? And there's been a lot of deaths this year, so like he already had like he's like, man, I picked up Jameis Winston. I'm mad because I dropped Heineke for him. I'm like, for real? You dropped Heineke? That's the first thing I thought of. I'm like, yes. You know what I mean? Because this guy always beats everyone. Like I came up on Tyrod Taylor, bro. I just picked him up. I was like, Danny Dumbass, he's hurt right now. Picked him up, and and this was the week before they ruled him out. You know what I mean? Because he played hurt that one week, and then he got a neck. You know what I mean? I'm like, what? Oh, how about this? In that same league, you know what I'm saying? On Saturday night, I listen, man. This is that Uranus shit that I mean Uranus shit that Ricky was talking about. Because I be having these feelings sometimes, bro. Like it's just like something like a gut feeling is best way to describe it. But at least that's how the best. But that's I guess the analogy here. But I just was like I have Pickett and Goffel, and those are the only QBs I have, and Tyrod. And the irony is, I go, all right, let me just drop these garbages and pick up Trubisky and Bridgewater because they're out there. And I'm so glad I did that, bro, because there was no fucking way I was going to get Trubisky on the way back. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah.
Like, but I had, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, it's getting ugly out here. We're in the Mars house in the Scorpio time, man.
Mars is doing its thing.
It is wild.
It's crazy. Some of this shit that when he was saying about Scorpios, how like, you know what I mean? Like, and then matter of fact, we get another Scorpio on the show today who's a director, right? And like the way, and I was like, this guy is a Scorpio like a fuck, you know what I mean? Because like the way he was describing, like when he was casting, right? He's like, so it's good if they're like talented, but like, can they follow direction? And he's like, because if not, then I'm gonna play their strength. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you know what? You'll be good for this role. Or this, it's like there's layers to it. It's not just like, oh, he's a good actor or he looks like the role.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
There's a lot of strategy.
Yeah, and like you're a Scorpio. There's as soon as we got in good with you, it was like not like you would give us fantasy. We would give you fantasy advice, but then you would give us like game advice. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember when we thought we was about to land that one interview with that dude, we was in the car, we was in the Uber. You're like, hey, Bogey, you know who that guy was, right? I'm like, yeah. I didn't really know who he was, right? That's one of those guys, bro. You let him go. When he goes, you just sit there and because basically tell me, Bogey, you talk over everybody. Don't you say shit if you interview this guy. Because this, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But see, like a good coach, you know what I mean? Just kind of, he said Saban was a Scorpio, right? A motherfucker that just, you know what I mean? You take good direction, he'll be able to direct you to some glory. You know what I mean?
Jacobs in the end zone.
Was it a pass or a rush?
Yeah,
it was a rush.
Rush. That works for me.
I'm playing against Jimmy. That's why.
Me too.
Look at us.
Was hoping for that.
And you know what's crazy is like they were talking when they were on 4th down earlier, and then they go and kick the field goal, right? You know, the audience wants the crowd wants them to go, the Lions to go for it, right? But then and then Troy Aikman said, "Well, the analytics here says that you're supposed to kick the field goal."
Yeah.
Right? But what's funny about that to me is because no matter fucking what, it's just points that make it's more morale points, that 3. Because look, here comes 7 on the board, and you're losing again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of it's kind of funny that way.
Yeah, I never understand the not just taking the points in the first quarter, first half, going for the 2-point conversions hella early when so much game can still happen.
You remember when I was high and I was high as fuck on Thursday when we were covering that game, because I was like, why would they go for 2? But then it wasn't until the end when I was like, oh, I looked at the score. Oh, that's why.
Yeah, they were trying to win.
They can get to this moment and actually win it. They weren't trying to tie this thing.
Yeah. That Seattle comeback was crazy, huh?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, especially because it was like bound to happen to the Browns. I mean, think about this, bro. When they was playing against them, against the Ginsu and them, it was literally the defense that had to get the ball for them and or score for them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was crazy.
Yeah. Offense is super whack right now.
Yeah.
But when you don't have your 2 best offensive players, I mean, what do we expect?
Yeah, Jacobs looked very determined on that drive. He was getting in the end zone on that drive.
About damn time, because that I was avoiding in redraft like the plague. But I still got him in a bunch of dynasties where I've had him for since last year and the year before or whatever.
Yeah, I've had trade offers that have included Jacobs, and it just, it doesn't
like to you receive Jacobs.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I don't get that, feeling like I gotta get him. You know what I mean? And like make this happen one way or another.
Yeah.
But, look what he did last year.
Yeah, what he's done the last 2 years.
Crushed it.
Bro, he said Jimmy G is trash, bro. You ain't lying. Yeah, and I know Paroli fucks with the Raiders.
Hoyer's like, let me in.
They've been a shit show. Fuck, Crosby's a beast.
Ooh. Damn.
As close to unstoppable as they come now. His technique is so good, and he's so fucking big and fast. Tarantino said Crosby looks not chill. Exactly right. It looks like he'd eat you for breakfast, Tino.
Yeah.
Smokey Cat said pick up the Raiders D for next week. Who do?
Yeah, who are they playing?
Raiders playing next week.
But, I mean, they got a great defense, looks like.
Yeah, I don't know about great defense.
I mean, they got
the Giants.
They're playing the Giants next week?
Yeah, so that's a good
matchup. Pick them up.
Great matchup.
Pick them up.
Pick them up.
It's so good that literally that just comes right to me. Pick them up.
Oh, Crosby completely shutting down Gibbs. Damn. What a beast. What a beast.
Do not make a mental note of that. Do not go that way.
Who's over here rocking on Facebook? Come over to YouTube. Someone said Crosby equals a one-man record. Yep. Who's this on Facebook?
Yeah, someone also on Facebook earlier, I think, was trying to make a trade with Bogey.
Oh, it's probably Titans then.
There you go.
Gotta be Titans.
Oh, There it is.
Who is that? Jameson?
Yep.
There we go. Okay, what up, Titans? Yeah, of course it's Titans talking about a trade. What up, Josh? He said, dude, can Jacoby get one target? I needed him to get 13 points.
He's been quiet.
Yeah, Raiders have just been completely ass, so far. Let's hope that we get some second half adjustments.
See, that's one of the situations where I have him going on my squads in a couple of places.
Yeah.
But in some other places, I'm going against him.
Yeah, I mean, you just hope for as much points as possible, and you just hope that the universe
works itself out correctly.
It's all about the combinations.
Yep.
I want all the players, but to me now it's all about the combinations. Because do you have that combination that got you the more points against that opponent in that particular spot, right?
Right.
It's funny how the universe works for me because I'll be like I might be in like a league with Huss, and I'm like, oh, we're playing each other in 6 leagues this week, like you know what I mean, or it'll be the most minuscule example where it's like I'm in a league with this guy in only 2 leagues out of 3, but like wow, I'm playing you on the same week in both leagues. Like
2 more minutes until it's happening.
The worst is when like man, and I call it the of course series. Right? Many episodes.
Most people do.
Nice.
Josh, say you think he's got a chance at 13 and a half in the second half. Yeah, if you're talking about Jacoby Myers, because let's say he gets a touchdown. I mean, that's already 6 points. If it's PPR, he had to have gotten the reception, so that's 7 points. 4 receptions, what's that put at? 11 points, and then what do you need? 40 yards. Like, you literally don't even need that many yards. You just need him to get 4 receptions, 40 yards, and hit pay dirt.
Yeah, or get the
a touchdown, a long touchdown.
Yeah.
7 for 60, something like that. You know what I mean? 6 for 70. That's hella possible.
Yeah.
And it can all happen in a bunch of hurry up. So you kind of need the Lions to put some points up here.
Wow. I mean, I have a redraft right now. The other team I have nobody left going, but I've got 171 points, 0.62. And the other team's got 96 points. No way they were catching up, but they got Adams and Myers going. 0 points right now for both of them.
Jeez.
Wow.
It's crazy.
It is pretty crazy because Adams he's been throwing in a lot of trade offers that have came my way, and I ain't fucking with it. Cause it's like I don't really want that situation right now. Unless I can get him for cheap.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's for
Like,
sure.
you know what I'm saying? If I can have him as like one of my 3 flexes in a hustle league, I'm okay. If I can get him like for a second round right now, right? Like I would buy that just to have a flex where I feel like it's someone I feel okay starting every week as a flex, right? I don't think I feel great with him as like my 2 or 3 wide receiver right now.
Yeah. Oh,
Josh said, I'm done with my luck, bro. He said, I literally have second most points for in 20-man league, and I'm 4-4. Oh, man.
yeah.
No, that's a good thing, bro. You going through some adversity.
4-4 is because he's had the shittiest luck with schedule.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I'm just saying, sitting at 500, all things considered, that's a good thing, bro.
It is, for sure, because hopefully your shitty luck doesn't continue with the schedule. We got to play the shitty team sooner or later.
Yeah, hopefully he didn't rattle off a quick 4 in the beginning, and then like he's been written.
Actually, fuck, it's a 20-man league. What if you don't play anything but hitters somehow? What if like all the shitty teams you don't end up playing? That's the luck of the draw of the schedule.
Yeah,
that's why I love playing in deeper leagues that have IDPs, because then you could like actually make something happen like throughout the course of the year. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's so hard to come across skill guys when you're playing that deeply. They're all getting drafted by IDPs, though. You know what I mean? If you could plug and play your way and get a manufacturer W every week, like that's what the plan is, right?
Josh said, would you trade Russ and Connor for Lamar in a 20-man? So they got Russ at QB, JT, and Jones at RB. Yeah, I mean, especially, we don't know when Connor's really coming back.
Yeah, so do that. And like it's time to buy low on a Lamar and sell high on Russ.
Yeah.
And Lamar's gonna look like we've already saw the flashes of him in this offense. The further we get into the year, he should get back. Like, you know who stole it from him this week is the Gus bus. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like that's really all that happened to him this week is that someone snaked his tugs.
Yeah.
3 times.
Yeah. Ew. And Jay said, I sent an offer to Crispy and offer Geno, Kittle, and Hunt for Mixon and Thielen. I don't know what Crispy needs over there, but it seems pretty even on both sides.
I mean,
I think
he better need a QB. He better need a QB, or that Geno means nothing.
Yeah, I mean, he tried to send me something similar too, and like, it's funny because in a lot of instances, I wish I would have got Kittle from him there, but he was just like, he's trying to get Pacheco for me, and then like, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be hard to buy Mixon and Thielen though. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yep.
Okay, he said he has no QB. I guess the only thing that sucks about this is like since it's single QB, I mean, there's got to be other QBs on the wire right now.
Yeah, and then at the same time too, it's like Crispy, like he needs to turn things around. So maybe you do actually have it. You might have an in here because he does want to like shake things up. He was like, man, I need to pay more attention to this league. Remember you saying that?
And I bet Crispy wouldn't. I bet he wouldn't do that. You probably got to throw in 4 guys, to where he can actually like rebuild some of his starters. I mean, especially if Kittle's going to be like the best guy in this deal. You might have another bench player, maybe like one of the last flexes on your starters, to where maybe that makes a difference for him also. And you got to hope he likes Geno. That also, because if he doesn't like Geno, that is probably going to sour the whole thing anyways.
Why are you hating on Geno?
Well, I mean, he's been hit or miss this year.
I think Geno definitely. Here's the thing: the hardest thing to repeat from year to year is efficiency, and like we saw an outlier year of Geno, like just because he actually led the league in like completion rating and like QBR, and like it was insane. Like, and it was like right a cunt hair above Joe Burrow in those categories.
Yeah.
And so Burrow has been consistent in those categories the last 2 seasons. So like to see Geno go from last year to this year, and you added more weapons, but then like the run's working and their defense is good. Because that was the thing last year is that he played from behind in a ton of those games. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Had to do it.
But he does have weapons. You know what I mean?
But the running game.
I want your guys' opinion on this though.
Okay.
Geno or Will Levis?
Geno.
Okay, just seeing if there was any kind of thinking.
Yeah.
Only just because of weapons is, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And like he threw it 30 times. What if the run is working and they're in a winning situation? Like he probably don't throw the ball like that. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like Tannehill was throwing the ball like more than 30 times regularly either in that offense. So I don't know. I'm always gonna. It sucks too because there's not that they're both on run first teams. But I guess I would side with. I'll side with. Damn. I don't know. Okay,
all I'm saying is at least it's a thought, and like you could literally see.
Yeah, Geno, it's not like
be able to pick up Levis for nothing for free.
Because I started thinking about the other layers to it. Like, man, the secondaries really asked for Tennessee, so like he might actually be in. Like they have had to abandon the run a shitload of times this year.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like second half, he'd be like Henry's gone. Like, you know what I mean? Because a lot of those point deficits they were in.
And Jay said I can add Warren. We'll see. You have to look. Because Warren, I mean, he must really need him if you're going to add him in to actually like make a difference on him saying yes.
Warren's got a good floor, but not much upside.
Probably no upside.
When I say good, not like great at all. Like very low level good.
Laporta, yeah.
Yeah, he's got some.
I have a bogey rule of thumb. It doesn't always work, but like it's one of my favorite intangibles. When they're rookies in prime time, bruh, they always show. They got something in them to show out. You know what I mean?
That was just a hella easy touchdown. Is what that
Just
was.
saying though. You know what I mean? If there's, I guess that Laporta's a bad example though, because he's a tight end, and everyone that has him, they start him week in, week out, no matter what he does.
Yeah. Way too good to be amongst the trash free agent, tight end conversations on who to start.
Yeah.
Let's see what he actually has for the day. Shit. Yeah. So that he's 6 for 26. I mean, no yards, but shitload of catches already.
Yeah.
Damn. I mean, he's doing his thing. He's got like 14-ish.
Yeah.
14, yeah.
And because like literally nobody else out there. I mean, Jameson's got 2, Reynolds got 1, Raymond's got 2, Gibbs has 4, not too bad for the first half. These are all receptions, and then Monra 5 for 94
Let's go.
in the first half. Man, there's so many people who they got real nervous about that questionable.
I mean, who was they going to pivot to? Like, it's crazy.
Well,
I would have died for him.
That's what I'm saying. This is this is like in the morning because it happened. It came in on Saturday where they said he was questionable because of the illness. So it's everyone on Sunday morning asking if they should wait it down with no pivot for Amon-Ra.
I mean, it is the flu season.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
You know what I mean?
pretty much every single time we said, hell yeah, whether you have a pivot or not. And a couple people were like, should I pick up a pivot? Because like Khalif Raymond or whatever was out there.
I mean, if you had you know what I mean? That's just being smart, right? Due diligence. It's not like, because that would be like in the event. You know what I mean? Because whether he was sick as a dog, if he was going, we were starting him. You know what I mean?
Oh, shit. Actually, okay, Sam Laporta is 6 for 44, so I guess it just didn't update.
Let's go.
The yardage on Google.
Look at that. You got a nice little 16 burger right now.
Yeah, so, Derek said 25.9 in the Hustler Leagues.
Let's go.
That's awesome. I'm glad I have him in like a lot of random places. I have him in 0 redraft, though.
Me too.
But I got a lot of Kelsey in redraft, though, as well.
You ain't lying. I'm with you.
Well, at the end of the day, picking Kelsey first, right, which is usually what it took, you're happier than if you pick JJ right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Literally the only person you could have picked over Kelsey and been like, fuck yeah, is CMC.
Or Tyreek.
Well, but nobody was taking Tyreek over Kelsey, though.
Exactly.
Like you could have got, I mean, in some cases, you might have been able to get Kelsey and Tyreek on the same team.
I mean,
in a super flex, yeah.
In a super flex, hell yeah. Single QB, probably not. Because Kelsey was going like top 4, top 5 in single QB.
Yep.
And Kid said, let's get some Jacoby action traders. Oh, man.
Call BM.
What Derek say? I got him in the 18. Bogey killing me anyway. Said I got Adams and Laporta going, but Bogey got St. Brown, and I'm down too much. And I wonder how you're looking. Phil said that you needed a miracle with Goff, like 40-something, and to come back on him.
On his way.
In 22?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, my 22 team sucks.
Well, you're about to catch a dub if Goff goes over 40-something. I don't know exactly what it was. He said 40-something.
I need to just get a couple more points, and Goff just to keep playing like this. And it looks like I'll pull it out too.
That run game is really working too. So I mean, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Look at this. Phil said they just said Jimmy G has 0 completions to a wide receiver. I'm looking at it right now. He has 3 completions on the day, 31 yards, 1 interception, and Austin Hooper has 2 receptions for 19 yards, and Josh Jacobs has 1 reception for 12 yards, and that's it.
Hey, look at this, bro. Doing Jimmy things. And See, and before that touchdown, somehow they were in that game.
Right, only down by what, 3? It's just wild.
Yep.
Winning ugly with Handsome Jimmy. I'm all too familiar with it, but you know, I mean, right now they've just been losing ugly with Handsome Jimmy.
All right, let's see who hit the square. We got it's 7-16, so the 7-6, 7-6. It's our man Houday. All right, and Houday's always he's always planning in a bunch of squares. Let's see who has the 6-7. 6-7. That's our man Justin Net. All right.
Colin Stafford day to day. Think that's true?
I mean, if that's what they say, doesn't mean that he's gonna play.
Stafford.
There's a lot of rumors about him getting placed on the IR, and until Wednesday, I would just watch what they do.
That's what I'm saying.
Who they sign and
Stafford is your QB. You better hop on that waiver wire, right? And get somebody quick.
Yeah, I mean, in the single QB, it shouldn't be that much of an issue, I would imagine. Huh? She's 10 minutes away.
In a 14-team QB, I mean, it's not.
It's
you to grab one, but
Levis? I mean, I guess Levis.
Levis will be there. You know, maybe Baker's there. Baker's probably there.
Yeah, and I'm not mad at the Baker pickup.
Yeah, that's why I say you got to get there quick because then it drops right below Baker. That's probably who's there. I'll be back in like 6-7 minutes.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah. I think there's a bit of Mars going on in my house, bro. The kids are wilding.
Yeah, man.
I just hella cleaned up when I went in there. I was like, I tore everything up. It's the baby too. It's just the one. She's a wrecking machine. She's the next coming of a young bogey, only a girl. You know what I mean? Even my son, he's hella chill. He be wilding and shit, but you know what I mean? This one's just straight savage. We're at halftime now?
Yep.
Okay.
We are at halftime.
Okay, yeah, kids. My crazy kids.
Whoa. Derek said this was by far my worst fantasy week. Mahomes and Kelsey killed me too this week in work league. Yeah,
it happened to me too.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard if you got a bunch of Kelsey and Mahomes on a week like this. That's for sure. Yeah, all bad.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
I advanced in the guillotine.
Nice.
Fuck, I ended up losing in the Marvel multiverse. What happened? Who ended up winning it for him?
You know, I had thought about it, and Steamboat asked me, he's like, man, I'm surprised you didn't go in for the Ginsu when all that shit happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just drop Watson. That was such a Bogard move, and that would have been a game changer for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because now I'm going to have to try to scave off mathematical elimination in my mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this one was a big game for me, and I was like right in there, and I guess CMC might have been the piece that put him over. I'm trying to look. Oh shit, he had Gus Edwards. I mean, that came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what happens, right? You run into a guy who's crazy enough to have Gus Edwards. Who would have thought?
Well, it's a 32 team.
I know. I'm just saying.
But fuck, I had the winning formula, just didn't play the right pieces, and And fuck, like really, the big thing was Pacheco, man. And Pacheco does like normal Pacheco things. Like, fuck, I only lost by 6 points.
They could not run the ball. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was almost like there was they couldn't get the passing game going, so there was really no threat. Like it was just like they couldn't get nothing going, and it really showed to the tune of 9 points. Like
Bowden said, "What's the over under on how many G's y'all smoked during one of these?" Well, Bogey might have a better over under than me. I haven't even smoked one bowl. I've only been doing dabs.
Yeah, and I'm on my second joint. I don't know. I usually smoke like 6, 7 joints, like in the sitting.
But what do you rolling the skimpy bogeys? Like what? Like
I mean, it's the fat papers, but yeah, they're not.
So no, you got to roll a fatter one.
Well, it's still like it's still semi skimpier. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like I'm because it's just me. If I had like somebody here with me, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, you got no reason to roll up an 8th fucking joint and be like smoking like 5 of them. Like
I was doing that for a minute when I was just picking up like a pound a month or a pound like every month and a half, I should say. That was like this time last year. See, that's what's beautiful being in the Bay during that time of year. I mean, it's the same thing out here too, but it's like I'm not cool like that out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it looks like it's at least in that Debo league as far as right now, that I'm making the right move because I'm up by 50 points. Adams has 0 and Khalif Raymond has 4.45.
Wow. You're about to send him Khalif, aren't you?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's why I put him in over Goff because I was up by like 46 or 47 points.
Who does he got that you eyeing?
I have no idea. So I mean, he's got Minshew, Devonta Smith, Adams, Higgins.
Probably be Higgins for me.
Yeah. Damn, he fucked up. He left Lockett on the bench.
Yeah, Lockett had a decent game out of nowhere, finally.
Yeah, he could have played him over Dubs. I mean, it wouldn't have made like a huge difference or anything, but still.
It made a difference. It would have been more of a sweat right now.
Yeah. Man, I need to come up on like a really good QB. Like Goff is my best QB in this Debo league, but I've got CMC, Tyreek, Chase, Puka, Thielen, Mixon.
I mean, you might as well take the Ginsu from this guy while you're at it. Because you're not going to have golf on next week.
Oh, good call.
Yeah.
Because
honestly, I would take Higgins, but it's like,
I'm pretty stacked at wide receiver. Yeah, because I got Howell.
He's playing against New England. So, like, and you know what sucks is like, okay, I'm scared for the Wolf this week because Belichick, his record against rookies, and I know Sam the Wolf Howell's not a rookie, but he's as good as a rookie because this is his first like actual year starting.
Yeah.
And Belichick has like an insane record against those young QBs, specifically rookies, and I'm still counting this as, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh man, it's gonna be an ugly week. And in the guillotine, I have Tua who's been carrying me over there, and he's on bye this week. So man, I have to get a QB, but I by far have the most money, but it's really just what QBs are over there. That
in the guillotine.
Yeah, what QBs are over there could bail me out, for
I mean, who's dying? Who's gonna die tonight or this week? Or who's on the precipice of death?
So it looks like it's Johnny, and looks like it's already done. And he's got Trevor and CJ Stroud. I
don't think people are spending too much money on either of them guys.
Trevor's on a bye,
and then CJ Stroud plays
Tampa.
It's a good matchup, as in like it's a soft matchup.
Yeah, and this team is pretty solid. Bad run of luck this week. Listen to this team: T-Law, Najee, Pollard, Christian Kirk, Mike Evans, Cooper Kupp, Drake London, Tyler Conklin.
The Tyler Conklin one he deserved to lose for that.
Yeah, he had B-Rob on the bench too. So.
When you have money,
oh, he had Kincaid on the bench.
Did he have any money? Like, what is he doing? Like, if he's getting his head chopped and he got bread, he deserves to go.
I mean, he had pieces on the bench that would have made him not lose. He just didn't play the right pieces. Okay. 300.
So he was spending. Started with 2 bands, right?
No, with 1,000.
1,000.
I've got the most by far. I've got 870. My team has been super solid, though. I mean, Miles Sanders tried to lose it for me this week. I could have played Antonio Gibson. He got like 10 or 9. But
yeah, Chuba is what is Chuba. We're gonna talk about this tomorrow. I'm gonna look up the snap differences between. I'm like, yo, Chuba's just he's like the lead. You know?
Yeah, I wonder what really happened.
Maybe they're trying to trade Miles Sanders back to the Eagles or something. It's like, he's healthy enough, just don't do anything. Right?
Maybe.
I mean, or just trade him, period. I don't know. Yeah, I guess he has like a stupid bag that they gave him. No one's gonna trade for that.
And what Joe says, should I play CJ versus Tampa or go to the waiver wire? I also got T-Law.
I'll play CJ. I'm not mad at it. And also tune in tomorrow morning for our waiver show, because then you'll get some more insight here. You know what I'm saying? If there is some streaming QB options, because there's going to be 4 teams. There's people are going to be without the Brock. They're going to be without T-Law. They're going to be without Dangerous. Who's the 4th one I'm missing?
Tua.
Dolphins. Yeah. Yep.
Oh wait, are they on bye this week? Wait, maybe it's week 10.
Play week 9.
The Dolphins meet the Chiefs.
Oh yeah, no, this is the big one, bro. In Germany, bro.
Yeah. So who the hell? Who's the other?
Frankfurt.
Let's see. So who's the other bye week? I don't know why I was thinking
Frankfurt, bro. You know that's where hot dog started, bro.
Yeah. So good. So I don't even need to get another QB. Oh, it's Dangerous. That's who it is.
That's what I said. Dangerous. The Brock.
T-Law and the Lions. The Lions.
Oh, yeah, and the Goffle. That's right. Jared Goffle. Yeah, get some rest, Goffle. And then there's going to be some crazy streaming options this week. Like if you're in deeper leagues, like because like for instance for Hess, I mean there's the Will Levis versus Pittsburgh, right? And Hopkins is actually in play again because they gave it up bad to opposing number ones. Look at what Ridley just did to them. Ridley hasn't done shit, really.
Yeah.
Right. And then on the flip side of that, fucking Mitchell Trubisky, bruh, against Tennessee secondary. Let's do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you're in a really bad spot, as I'm just saying, like and all these everybody's took. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh man. Do not have a high waiver.
Which league?
The Green Bowl.
You ready to talk to me or what?
Might have to. Got no QBs now. Don't even have one. Yeah, we're definitely on the waiver wire. What the hell? Garoppolo fucking sucks. Middle of the field, overthrown by 5 feet. What the hell?
Mac Jones looks really nice against Washington this week, man.
Looks all right.
Okay, he looks really all right this week. Does that sound better? He's like, no, I said all right. Okay, not really all right.
Man, it's such bullshit, man. I had to play Hess, and I even told him this too. Such bullshit, man. I got to play him on the week when he scores the highest points. There's only 2 teams that could have beat me this week, and I happened to play one of them.
Well, I'm gonna drop one to the last place, and I'm second to last, so there's that. But I'm still not mathematically eliminated though. Yes. I just have to win out somehow. And it starts with this trade that me and you's about to make, bro.
And Kelly said, I hate it for y'all, but hearing you experts have similar issues to me makes me feel less alone. Yeah, and this one's in a $600 league as well. So you could, I know, right? The frustration.
It's so funny because I'm doing so well everywhere else, bro. I see you too. You do very well everywhere else. It's like I don't even treat this $600 league any different. It's just I'm just having a bad go at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Started off with injuries, all kind of shit.
Yeah.
Had the bad combination. Yeah. What was it? In the dynasty though. What'd you think of that one? Did you see that trade I made, the Josh Allen one?
Oh yeah, you're crazy.
I am. But it was crazy. Is like it was like my bench though, outside of like Fred Warner and Jared Judy actually, because Jared Judy was actually making it into one of my flexes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean it's worth it for Josh Allen. Oh shit! Looked away from the TV. Someone is down.
Who?
And everyone's like on a knee.
Oh no, who is it?
Right now, someone on the Raiders.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I had to cut Luke Masterson.
Yeah,
okay?
I cut a while ago. He's trash.
Yeah, me too. But like just now, he's like, I just see him on the field. Is what I'm saying. Like now, he's like, you know what I mean? Because those are I mean, he's out there. He started.
Well, yeah, but has he actually done it?
I don't know. I just said I didn't say that. I just said I seen him out there.
I mean, today's his best game of the entire year. He has 10 points so far.
Yeah.
Up until he did not crack double-digit points until this game.
It's crazy though, because when you look at the landscape, a lot of the dynasties, it's only guys like you or me or like Bernie Mac or like just straight savages. You know what I mean? They're just thick with linebackers.
Yeah,
thick, right? Because like a guy like Luke Masterson seems really interesting to somebody that don't have linebacker depth like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's trash.
I'm just saying that there's people
not for them, that's for sure.
Hello. What it do? Big chillin'. I'm on the pod right now, just watching this Monday Nighter.
Oh shit, who's playing right now?
It's the Lions and the Raiders. Raiders ain't doing shit right now. Yeah. Your Cowboys looking nice though. Yeah, I'm hating.
But you know how it starts like that, then it goes downhill.
Oh, say that again?
You know how it goes with them. It starts to go up, then it goes downhill.
Oh yeah, I know. He said it starts to go up, then it goes downhill. What's good with you though, AG?
Not much, man. I was calling to see. So what's up? Are you still coming out here?
Yeah, that's the plan. I'm trying. That's the plan is to come out the end of November.
Okay. I just wanted to call just to see what like dates were.
It's it'd be the what are the days? The 30th is on the Thursday, right? Us?
Yeah, it's like the 28th, 29th, 30th.
Yeah, 28th, 29th, 30th. So I'm looking at being at the 29th, the 30th, and then I'm gonna dip like Friday.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna see if I can get 2 of those days off.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, maybe just get like the 30th off or something, because then you'll be able to party Thursday night. You know what I mean? And then oh yeah. Hold on. You know what? You're right. Maybe
on his feet.
Days off for sure.
Still on his feet. Gibbs going wild. Here we go. Back to him again. Back to Gibbs again. Oh, shut down on that time, though.
It was just crazy because he was like, man, he was hella hot at me. He's like, bruh, man, I was hella hitting you, bruh. when we were at the mansion shit.
Uh-huh.
And I was just like, bruh, and then I was like, I sent you to Addy, and then I look at my joint and it said didn't not delivered. I'm like, oh shit,
damn,
like, my bad, bruh. You know, because by this time I'm back at home. You know what I mean? He's like, bro, I was trying to hit you, bro. I'm calling your shit.
Goffle about to pick six it. Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. Marcus Peters.
It's all good. You know why? Give the ball right back to him. Hey, look at that. Now they're winning ugly with Handsome Jimmy, aren't they?
Hell yeah.
Come on, Lions. What in the fuck is going on? Like, and even last week, it looked like a bad team getting whooped up by the Ravens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It didn't look like it was supposed to be like it was billed to be a good ass game. They got mollywopped, you know what I mean? And it was like golfle outside in the wind. I get that, but still, you know what I mean? And like you're at home, you're playing terrible.
Man, in one league, I need 20 points combined at a Goffle and a Mon Ra, like 20 more points combined. Oh, I'm going against Laporta. That's why. All right. Yeah, we need a little bit of luck on our side for this one.
I think in League 20, I made a big. That's the one where I made the boo-boo I left in Baker from last week. Yeah, I made 2 boo-boos. At least one didn't cost me. One was in 16. I just completely forgot I had fucking Chase. I just looked at my lineup. Oh, yeah, we're straight. You know what I mean? I just tinkered with my IDPs and I went along my way. We put up points.
One league, I put in Nico over Tyreek.
See, thank you. It makes me feel better because you're in like a bazillion leagues. I'm only in 38 that I have to do things. I mean 40 including the 2 wafers, but like just forget about those ones. I left CD on the lamb. CD on the lamb. I left CD on the lamb. Is that on the lamb? Doesn't that mean like you're running?
I don't know.
No.
Left him on the line?
No, when you're on the yeah, is it when you're on the lamb?
Oh shit, we got a battle going in the redraft, the IDP, the Hustler IDP redraft. Oh, I did the right thing and played Kincaid.
Oh man, I hope I don't drop this one in 20. Actually, I might be close. I started off at 315 and he had like 359. I had Goffle, Jameson, and St. Brown.
Okay.
Yeah.
About to get you in the draft day dice. And well, you didn't even play like 3 players.
I forgot since like week 1.
Yeah, I can't tell. You're missing a wide receiver, a flex, and a linebacker over there. And you just lost Kirk Cousins because he's in your lineup, I see. This is the one that I benched Ridley in protest.
To make a point?
Yeah, I played Aaron Jones over him.
Okay, now, in any other one, would you have played Calvin Ridley over Aaron Jones, like in the Dynasty?
I don't know. Probably this week I probably would have.
Okay, now, next question. Are you done with Aaron Jones yet?
I mean, by default, you kind of can't be. Like he's in the
because he's
in the mix for a flex, but you know,
why is he losing out touches to a back who sucks? I don't get that.
They all suck. Like I have no idea.
But he's better than him talent-wise, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, I think AJ Dillon was dope when he had Rodgers because at least like it's like here you're running through like not stacked boxes and he's a big bruiser. He gets going, he just runs people over. Like that was AJ Dillon. And he had like decent hands as far as like Rodgers would just put it right in your bread basket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because his was just purely dump offs. He wasn't running no fucking routes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then here's a guy, Aaron Jones, who can run routes. And he's more than just a dump off. I don't get it.
Yeah, some ugly games this week for me. Yeah, pretty much every other place I played Ridley. That was the only place that I remember. I was like, oh, yeah, I know. I benched him in protest at least one place. Phil said Masterson's out.
Okay. Masterson.
Phil said he's going at it with Big Tens in the 19. Okay. And Emil said, when do y'all celebrate Thanksgiving? Let's see.
It's always that last Thursday.
No, it's the fourth Thursday. This year there's 5 Thursdays, so it's on the fourth one. It's on the 23rd.
23rd. Okay. Yeah, when is Canadian? It's funny because the first. No, baby, you can leave right there. I'm still gonna dump hella shit. Yeah, it's recycling day tomorrow. Yep. Anyways, when I first started like getting into it was outside of the footballers, it was Pat Mayo, and he's straight up from Canada. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because like he would even talk about how like when he first started and he went to like journalism school or whatever he went, right? School for journalism in America. One of the dudes was like, if you get rid of the oots, man, you're gonna make it, right? So like he, just like how like an actor would turn on like an accent, right? So he was just talking. So anyways, he was hella funny, right? Like he was really ass. I ain't gonna lie to you as far as like, his predictions and stuff like in redraft. But in DFS, he was fucking king. Still is. He's sponsored by DraftKings for like hella years. I mean, long story longer, right? He would always say he killed it doing content on Thanksgiving because no American content creators are doing content on Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? Because that's not Canadian Thanksgiving.
Right.
What, babe? Okay, where's that? Okay.
Oh, there goes Amon Ra with another one. Oh, man. I really need a QB in the 21. Really
How many do I got in there?
Oh, wait.
I only got 2.
This is the one with Pesos. He's coming back.
Okay, yeah. You'll be all right. Yeah, he got cleared for contact.
Yeah. If Heineke somehow plays, I got him, but
ooh.
Yeah, this is the one with Pesos and Aaron Rodgers. So both of them been hurt, and their Cousins just goes down.
And we didn't spend our first rounds in there, huh? Both of us.
Yeah.
I'm playing a dangerous game too over there. I only have the Daiquiri and I have the T-Law, but I have both their backups. And they better not fuck around and Dak get hurt, and then it's not Cooper Rush because I have 0 Lance. Fuck him. He curses teams. Because watch they try to go to a Lance or some bullshit. I'll be like, what in the fuck?
And why does there have to be bullshit with Josh Dobbs? Because what's his name?
I don't even get that. What the fuck? That you know what that tells me, bro? You ready for this?
Yeah.
That Kyler Murray is not gonna come back. And him coming back for his little 3 weeks with the 21 or 21 days or whatever it was, just to get a little bit acclimated to this offense. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And because why make the sudden switches? Oh, one game look at him, this rookie, right? Because you know when they say, "Hey, we're gonna take a look at the kid," you know what that means, right? All right, kid, go out there and get us some L's. Make us look good while doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Make us look like we're trying. And then they'll just go hella hard on defense like they always do. You know what I mean? Because that's really what it is. You got a defensive minded head coach. You got an OC who's a first time OC. He's been like an assistant in several places. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then like here you have a star franchise QB. It's almost like an imperative you get him in for those 21 days, whether he's going to play or not. You know what I mean? Right.
It's imperative.
Imperative. Bring on these fancy words. Let's go. Look at Craig on the 3rd and long. Top flight of the world, Craig. I always fuck up I slaughter all the lines, huh? Top flight security of the world, Craig? That's it, right? Okay, there you go. Take 2. If I was in movies, all the lines that would make it would be the ones that landed because it would just be me fucking up the script. Like me and you, we're hella mad dyslexic, you know that? It's hella funny. I don't even notice it when you do it because it's like it's almost like another language. Like I understood it.
Who is that? Is that Reynolds again?
Yep, on a swing pass.
Yeah.
That's what Zoo said, right? Zoo knows best for his own team. He's a realist fan. You could tell. And he said, man, we can't just like depend all on Gibbs, though. He's like,
Man, that's one thing that I'm noticing.
oh, they said that David Montgomery had the torn rib cartilage. I never, that's the first time I ever heard anyone get specific. He might have slipped.
Damn.
Well, because they always just say ribs. They didn't say cracked or fractured, right? It's not like look with the Bengals. Oh, he has fractured ribs, right? See, rib cartilage, that shit could even last longer, bro.
Yeah.
Because then it's like it's but it's also ultimately a pain tolerance thing, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's not on the IR, like, you know what I mean? But also you just heal from just rest and shit like that, you know what I mean? So that's another thing too, is like they come back slow from stuff like that because like, you almost got to get back into football shit because you can't lift, you can't really do no cardio, you can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're kind of just idling, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But check this out though. When they go, they always talk about Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, whoever the fuck commentators are. They always talk about they get in there with the locker room, get to talk to the team.
Yeah.
Right. They got questions they want to ask and all this stuff. And see, when they asked about David Montgomery, they probably got specific to them in behind closed doors. Oh, he has a torn, torn. What do you say? Yeah, torn rib cartilage. And he just lets out the kiss. The cat, he just spills the beans.
Man, Titans just giving away first rounders.
What do we do now?
Let me see. Hold on. Just double checking if he's the league fees over here in the 20.
I think oh yeah.
Yeah, this is the one. Yeah, he's making moves over here. He actually sent this one. He sent his first recently. He gets Rashee Rice and Laporta for Elijah Moore, the GMM first, the Storm Blast first, and his own second.
Okay. So he just sold Laporta?
No, he bought Laporta.
Oh, okay. I mean, I like it. He's a great customer, huh? I like what I see. I'll take it. He's watching it right now. He's like,
This is the one where he's in it. That's why he's selling all his pieces, trying to get more.
Hey, listen, that's the way to do it, bro.
Yeah.
It's funny because when Spencer called me right after I made that trade, right? Or he called me like whenever he saw it, at least, right? And he's like, "Whoa, that's a Bogard trade." And then he started looking at my things like, "Oh, wait a second," because it was like I tried my best. Like when I was talking to Titans, he wants Diggs and Chase and Lamb, and I'm like, I'm not even giving up one of them. You know what I mean? I'm like, fuck that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna, I'm gonna play the stock market. You know what I mean? And dress it up as nice as I can. Then when he started adding pieces to it, like the Warner, I was like, he's turning. Because that's kind of irony, because I was throwing him Singleton and then putting a little note in there like, hey, he's top 8, he's number 8 in total tackles right now. You know what I mean? And solos, like he's doing it. He knows it. I threw him to Jerry Jeudy after the big game. He'd been trying to get Jeudy off me all year too. That's why I went right back to the well. I'm like, okay. And I had Jeudy in there too. Like, all right, he throws in the Palmer and the fucking Hopkins. I'm like, all right, let's do this. You know what I mean? He threw in Cousins in there too. I wasn't trying to like shop around a broken Cousins. He threw him in there. I'm like, all right. You know what I mean? Fucking, let's do this thing.
That's what makes it crazier. Because for the rebuilding team, like, yeah, I mean, either way, it's still crazy for him too.
Cousins will be back. I'll say that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unless he just like retires to his mattress empire, because he's not contracted. But then again, too, it's like I swear, like the Rams can get a high pick, draft a QB, bring in Cousins, and then they just have a guy to be the incumbent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that would be fucking awesome for fantasy. You know what I'm talking about? Like you have maybe we squeeze one more year out of Cup, and then Puka is just like he's the guy.
See?
I would say it's
Yeah,
just
there's a world.
you get Cousins there because right now, like, how about there's no Stafford there? What are we talking there, right? Bennett. Like, I guess the Bennett kid was interesting because, like, I mean, he was with Todd Munnins, who's the offensive coordinator for now the Ravens, right? And you know he was Bennett, Stetson Bennett. He was the QB for Georgia with under Todd Munnins. You know what I mean? And they went to the National. Did they win that thing? They won that thing, huh? We made bread on that game. They were smizzacking that game.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's it. Hey, that's why they don't let us live bet no more, huh? On that site.
Yeah, who knows? Could be something like that.
That shit was funny.
Yeah, that was wild. Just somehow, damn. Whose ankle just got broken right there on that play? That looked ugly.
Was that Spillane?
Didn't even know.
That shit was weird. I was watching it upside down. I thought I was tripping.
Tim said, "You guys think 50 Cent Samuel is droppable now?" I mean, might be. I don't know the extent of his injury.
If there's something on the way, just tune into the waiver wire show, because then you got to make sure you don't just drop someone angrily. You know what I mean? Yes, I see someone that if there's someone worth picking up to start immediately in a bye week, and he's the claim to drop. Yeah, I mean, if not, I would hold on to him because he might be a sneaky play as if he's healthy this week. Because New England, they give up everything short and underneath. You know what I mean? And they use him. They use Curtis Samuel like a scat back. You know what I mean? And that's the same to me as how when pass catching running backs, they eat on New England. That's the same thing for Curtis Samuel. You know what I mean? They use him in that same facet. That's how I would view it. Like New England's gonna try to shut down fucking McLaurin. They're gonna shut down McLaurin and Dodson to the best of their ability. You know what I mean? What New England is, and New England don't even have no crazy pass rushers, but what they are is they're predicated on smothering on the outsides, bro. A lot of fucking coverage sacks happens in New England, and then here's the guy that leads the league in sacks. So I feel like the ball's got to come out quick. A hot read's going to be someone close. You know what I mean, and if there's no Curtis Samuel in the deeper leagues, Jameson Crowder, dare I say, you know what I mean? Like it just be that role, you know what I mean? And it because it's like they haven't really been throwing to the running backs like that outside of Gibson, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like it sucks because early on they were throwing to B-Rob on first and second downs. Like they were, that was like brilliant. Like yeah, hell yeah, this is hella that's Bieniemy-esque. You know what I mean? I feel like the Wolf was like really good yesterday.
Yeah.
Really clean game too, for what it's worth. Until it started happening to him. Like they only gave up one sack. I mean, the first sack, I should say, they gave up like it was like third quarter. You know what I mean? And then how many did he end with?
Adam should have had that.
Hit. Oh shit! Who scored that last touchdown for the Lions?
I
just looked at the score right now. I'm like, oh shit, they scored again. Oh,
I mean, that was a while ago. Who the hell was it who scored the second one?
It was Laporta.
Lions.
Oh yeah, it was Laporta.
Yeah, Laporta's got one. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Damn, Trey McBride, man, what a savage. I wonder if he can keep that up. 10 receptions, 95 yards.
So before Trey McBride was elevated, you would say he played for the team twos. And from the jump, it's been Josh Dobbs as the starter and then fucking Clayton Tune, right? And that's who's finna start this week. So, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure he already has some type of rapport with the McBride. And also man, it was Who did they play? Who did they just play? The Cardinals.
Mm.
I wonder if it was a matchup thing. Damn,
Who the hell was it? They played. Who the fuck did the Cardinals?
Oh, the Ravens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like he did that to the Ravens.
Oh, Bogey, remember my crazy stand about fuck Gino? I'm just gonna play Kittle over him.
Damn. You know what's funny? The first thing I thought of was like, because the first drive they scored a touchdown right away with Gino, and I'm like, yeah. I'm thinking like, I hope Huss played him. You know what I mean? Because it was the Kittle game later on, right? Mm-hmm. Oh no, it was happening simultaneously.
Yeah.
Dang,
yeah, Kittle got 45 in our format. Gino got 22.
Is it gonna cost you?
Well, no, I played Kittle. I made the better decision.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. There you go. I thought I talked you into playing Gino.
No, but I'm beating the dude by over 100 anyways, so it didn't even matter.
Hey, but you need all the points, bro. That always matters.
Yeah.
We need to get it.
Yeah, I also played Thibodeau, who scored more points than Kittle and Gino and everybody else in the league this week.
Yeah, what did you put up? 60-something?
45.
Oh, that's the highest on. Okay.
Well, actually, I forgot. That's just regular scoring. Let's see in IDP in our scoring what the highest was on the week. CD with 59, Howell with 53, Prescott 51. Those are the three highest.
Shout out to the Wolf. Damn, I gotta play. Oh, I think there might be a couple spots I actually gotta play the Wolf against New England. It's gonna be tough.
As well, just on this one team, I got Burrow, Thibodeau, and Kittle, and combined between them, like just 130, like between those guys.
Yeah, leave it. I'm gonna put other shit in it.
I know Jacoby's not getting no action, not yet, anyways. And Kidda said I got Laporta in a lot of places. Feels good to be 7-1 and have 3 firsts in the 20.
Let's go.
My team sucks in the 20. That's like my worst dynasty team. I think.
Titans is doing his thing over there, bro. Okay, how am I looking in the 20? Because that's the one where I made the boo-boo and left fucking Baker in there. I would have definitely played Burrow against my Niners.
Yeah, you're winning that one. You already won.
Yes, because he had 359. I had to surpass that. Cool, feel good about that. All right.
Oh, he said you had Goff, but you had Goff, Amon-Ra, and
yeah. I did say that. I said I had the trio.
Oh no, but when he came in, no. You know that was the 22.
Yeah, I only have Goff on that one, I think.
Okay, yeah.
That's the one where 2 mid-draft. During the draft, I traded Gibbs to some, and you're like, that's a crackhead trade. Yeah, because you know what's funny and super crackhead now, because in that trade, I got picks, and I was like, yeah, I'll get a running back to replace them with one of those picks. It was Dameon Pierce. I think I might have got Roquan or something out of it, the other one, though. One of those picks. Because that was like one of my moves, right? Like, okay, at one point, let's see if I could trade like out of the 3rd or 4th, something like that, maybe even the 2nd, and then get it. Like, say it was the 2nd, I would get a 3rd in return. I would get a 3rd in return, and then I would want like a 5th and a 6th or something, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or I'd want to go back to their 2 and then grab like a 6th or something. That was like one of my moves, and just so I can get like one of those IDPs when I'm in that range.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice. Ooh, Jahmyr Gibbs, boy.
Well, I got some picks burning a hole in my pocket over here in the 20.
There we go.
Make some moves.
What league?
The 22.
Ooh. I know, and I'm not looking too hot over there. What am I? Am I going to be like 1-6 now, or 1-7?
Yeah.
Okay, we can start talking. You know what I mean? Because bro, I'm crazy enough to think I might still have a shot at this.
Oh man.
At least you know what I'm saying. Shit.
Yeah, your defense is solid. It's your offense that's pretty whack.
Oh, it's really whack. It's
that
just
got me
like
to 459 right there in the Hustler Green Ball.
Yeah. Just keep piling it on. Just give it all to me in this week. I already lost.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? It's like it's rare that I get 400 and shit, right? For me, at least, in like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I've done it a number of times, but never. But then in this week in the hustle leagues, bro, I know I'll have like at least 3 or 4, like just going crazy this week, maybe even 5 or 6, just going like 450 plus.
This is one of those leagues where there's going to be a lot of 4 and 4 teams.
The Green Bowl? Yeah, I already looked. So the way it's going to shape out is Hess is going to jump up to the 4th, I think.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I think you're going to jump up to a 4. And or actually, no, you might jump up to 5.
What's your record? What's your record over there? Are gonna be now
4 and 4, but I've got a good amount of points.
Yeah, but he's in 8th place and about to leapfrog 3 of us who all lost. All the 4 and 3 teams except Big Tons lost. So bodes well for me in this week. But all the teams below won. Well, it's like the top one, the bottom one, the middle kind of stayed stagnant.
Was that Gibbs a rushing?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need another throwing touchdown for Goff. Yep.
I need the Raiders to do anything here.
Go to Reynolds.
Like, just do something.
Yeah, it's a big bye week for me this week too. Lame.
This week was?
Kid, I didn't say I had a bunch of picks. I said I have picks. And if you're not in the mix, shut the hell up with your 7-1 team and your fucking 3 first rounders.
Shout out to Kid and Ray's doing his thing. Hey, see, look, you know what's crazy is Kid is the perfect example when it works. And then, you know what I'm saying? See, right now, I'm a perfect example of the bogey way when it didn't work. Like out of 14, where I do the bogey thing in every single one, and this one happens to be my Mahomes team, it did not work. From injuries to like some trades that did not work out, like immediately even. It's been crazy.
Oh, wait, this must not be that one that he's talking about. He's 4 and 3 over here. Does have the most points scored. Well, I mean, by 10 points. I'll downgrade it because I'm the one who's 10 points behind him.
I mean, it still hasn't added this week to on.
Nah. But let's see what's he gonna score this week. Oh, his team's bossing up this week. He's got like 420 right now.
Nice.
Still didn't score the highest on the week though. That goes to Magoobs.
What did you get?
425. 425.55. Even the 55 for style points.
I like it. You know, you're going to go far, kid.
And oh, man, this game is like. Yeah, Song's about to beat me right now. Because he's got Gibbs and Laporta going.
Is that in 22?
Yep. And I'm only beating him by 2 points. So lame, about to catch a loss over here. Man, and Phil's beating you. So we're about to have the same record over here now at 6-2. Let me see. Oh, fuck. Song's 5-2, and he's beating me. So he's going to go up to 6-2. Magoob's going to 6-2. Man, well, there goes my my lead over everybody.
And like, okay, you ready to buy? I mean, you look at what Stevie B got because he's selling, bro. Whatever he got, bro.
His team kind of sucks though, because like the only guys that he wants, I think he's not selling.
I did try to go after Waddle like a month ago. He wasn't having that, so maybe you're right in that one. Oh yeah, well in 18 as well. 18, he's like, it's like everything must go. Like he was asking me, I forget which one he has Anthony Richardson. And he's like, man, I've been trying to shop and no one wants him. I'm like, that's weird. Because people will still buy him even if he's hurt and on IR and you gotta wait till next year. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People will still buy. I mean, I guess it's better to wait anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Usually.
Yeah, not me though. I don't really like playing. I'm still gonna see like if I can get max value right now, and to just be done with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like I tell that to people in Dynasty because like I've had like the Trey Lance experiment in Superflex and it's like yo that shit can be all bad. Like yo fuck you can be fucked. You know what I mean?
Marty said
either way.
Song said think we get 9 more points out of Goff and Gibbs.
Hell yeah.
She's coming on the field right now. Like, I mean, they're going to try to score.
And we have a whole nother quarter.
Yeah.
I would say, for sure. Told you, Marty, at the beginning, right? You got this.
Damn, Cousins was my QB in both the Wafers leagues. Fuck. Lame, man. Fucking lame.
And now we're gonna hear from Tino too. He's gonna be like, man, see, I told y'all. In the Wafers, he's a Dak over Cousins.
Yeah, Gibbs looking like a stud today. Don't get him hurt.
Trivia question. The 420 fam, especially East Coast. Have you ever heard of Branson?
No.
Branson. If you're on the West Coast, definitely, unless you're like really following hip hop, especially like East Coast hip hop, you might have heard it. But Branson.
Is that a type of tree?
So yes and no. So he was like for a very long period of time, like basically one of the biggest distributors, right, on the East Coast in New York. And he was known because he would like, you know, before there was any names to strains, right? He would market his product because it would be in a triangle, right? So he would take a bag and he would like make it in the form of a triangle. Yeah, you can YouTube Branson, Branson, Branson. But that was interesting. That was, let's see if anybody has heard of it.
So it was a signature. I mean, yeah, right? Like, it's you be able to recognize the product. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, and now he's trying to, you know, he wants to go legal, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we're having a meeting very soon. And I wanted to just test it out a little bit, see who's heard of him on the East Coast. Yeah, Derek.
I want to talk to Branson.
I mean, if you look it up, Redman has a song called Branson, you know?
Is that where because he always talks about going to this one place and I think it was, damn, what think it was, what's the closest when you're coming from Jersey? Like, what's the closest?
Harlem. Well, it depends from which side of Jersey, but Harlem.
Harlem. Okay, It was definitely Harlem because he said Redman always talks about how he would go to this joint in Harlem.
Yes.
And they had the beef and broccoli. It was like the brown mixed with like the green. This is like he said this is like early 90s, you know what I mean?
Exactly. And so you have those triangles. And so, you know, they're very well known, especially on the East Coast.
Okay.
Potentially, right? Allegedly and potentially. And then to come out, you know, that would be the packaging.
Yeah.
But it would be legal now, you know?
Yeah.
That's tight. Because people will fall out in the stores. They'd be like, oh, shit.
It would be a way. Yeah. Like, I'm always thinking, what's the way? You know, a lot of, you know, there's legacy entrepreneurs, let's just say, right?
That
have been in the game for a while. Yeah. And then there's also the legacy consumers that aren't necessarily buying in dispensaries.
Yeah, they fight the establishment still.
Yeah,
and they're loyal too. It's like mom and pop stuff, right? Like I go to the mom and pop shop.
or sometimes better tree, or whatever it may be, better discount, whatever it may be.
Crust.
Yep, they're still going local, right? Regardless of how many dispensaries are in the area. So one of my objectives is to try and marry that a little bit better, right? And so I'm thinking this might be a way to do it.
Shout out to Crispy, who's checking us out on the Fantasy Football Funk.
Yeah.
Gotta have that funk.
Gotta have that funk.
Get down with it, get down.
Brian Branch leading the defense in tackles. 5.
Let's go.
Oh, we got another. We're going
Is he
into
now?
the quarter. Yeah, so
I needed him to do. That's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I got him going. I think it's in 13. We need that to happen. Oh, that's great.
4, 3. All right, so we got some winners here. Looks like one of the squares that I took. I keep telling everybody, man, the last square always end up hitting somehow.
Nice.
4, 3. So I hit the forwards square. And let's see who hit the reverse square. That would be a 3, 4. 3, 4. That is our girl Kelly.
Hey, how fitting. You got the 4-3 defense, huh?
Yeah, got her. Gotta have them.
4-3. That was really interesting when he said, like, because, like, yeah, like Dick LeBeau, he ran that 3-4 forever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he said outside of them, it was like then New England started mixing it in, like not making it their main look, but just mixing it in their repertoire, like just confusing the fuck out of everyone. You know what I mean?
We kind of switched it up, but I wanted to ask him, like, what does he think about all these 3 safety sets that's starting to like become the norm now?
As opposed to, because look at how fast that evolved. When Patrick Mahomes hit the scene, you know, and he hit the scene 2018. So did Josh Allen. By the time and you have Watson, you had all these guys who are just prolific passers, quote unquote, like or big arms and mobile for Josh Allen's sake, right? They started playing the 2 high the shell defense, right? 2 safeties up top. Now the 3, and you know who I started seeing doing that first a lot was the Ravens and the Patriots. You know what I mean?
And for sure, I know Cardinals are in the mix because I remember them running it when not a lot of people were still running it. It was like it might have been pre-Buddha.
Yeah, you know who that is?
Mason and all that.
That was Todd Bowles.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? And Todd Bowles, at minimum, always ran the 2, you know what I mean? And had one like that could be like a nickel, or he'd have, like, in this case, it was like Honey Badger. Remember that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and Honey Badger, like, as their, you know what I mean? Like, he was their 3rd safety, but he could do it, he could do everything.
Yeah, I can't remember who the 3rd one was. It was Honey Badger, Trey Mason, and someone else.
I remember Trey Mason. Yeah. Or I just remember Mason. Trey Mason was the running back, but it was something Mason. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
he might have been Trey too, actually.
I think his name was Trey Mason. I don't know. Let me see.
Because Trey Mason was also a running back for the Rams, and he ended up getting diagnosed with mental health issues at one point, but he like wilded out, bro. Like went on like a crime spree or some shit like that.
Yeah,
it was like wow, bro. Like he went into like a full manic episode, I think. Yeah, I used to fuck with that dude, Flynn Low Raps. I tried forever to get him on my show when I was first, back in 2020.
Huh?
Yeah, and he messaged me back. He just said he just doesn't do fucking. He just didn't do like but I would like message him all the time. Then he finally responded because like I'm like half the time this ain't even really these fools' actual Instagram, but fools like that it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he was probably like at 5 or 10,000 at the time. Now he's like I'm pretty sure he's like over 100,000 now. You know what I mean? But he used to do like he does like the what happened to you stories. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you remember Jalen Hurd? The only reason I was aware of him is because my Niners drafted him, right? And then that's one of those head scratchers. It was him and Dante. It was Dante Pettis, then Jalen Hurd. It was a fucking head scratcher. Like, who the fuck? But then so Jalen Hurd in college, he played running back, right? And he was second. He was second to Kamara in I think Tennessee, wherever they played. And he was like, man, and they're like a 1-2 punch. They called him like thunder and lightning. And he was like, man. And then one of the coaches just said something real to him. He was like, man, you're not going to surpass Kamara over here. But, you know what I'm saying? You got some hands. You know, you should, you know, if you should think about playing receiver. So the kid transfers for real and then like makes another team as a receiver. They're tripping. They're like, what the fuck? Like he wants to play receiver. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because also his whole thing was like, if I get to the league, they get more money right away. This is his logic though, right?
Yeah.
And then like he actually, I guess he was all right as a receiver, but then like here's Shanahan, true Sagittarius, right? I bet you're watching the tape. Yo, I you know what I could do with this kid? You know what I mean? Right? Nothing ever happens with this kid, bro. Nothing happens with him. He can't even like he can barely learn the offense. Then he starts getting hurt, and it was just like, bro, he might have had like a flash. Like he had like one touchdown at one point, but yeah, it was not any good. And then Debo was just like he was the one we hit on that year.
Yeah.
Oh no, we hit on him the next year because we missed so bad with Dante fucking Pettis. You remember I remember I was at that was the one I was at, me and Candlestick in Frisco with the Fantasy Footballers Live.
Okay.
It was he goes, he's like, oh, it's lit in here. This, I'm going wild and shit. And they're hella acknowledging me right in the front. Anyways, make a long story longer. He goes, look at his head. They're talking about my hat. And then he's like, yeah, that's my guy. I want to tell him who loves some Dante Pettis. Everyone went crazy. And like Andy was so on Dante Pettis, bro. And then it was like, I want to say before the fucking before we got to the year, even because that was like June. Before we even got to the year, it was like he had like a super bad training camp, and then everyone was shitting on Pettis. So he like, I have to retract my guy. It was like the first ever my guy retraction. Yeah, retracted the my guy, man. He was like, listen, I can no longer have Dante Pettis as my guy.
Cannot be associated with him anymore.
He was trying to basically say he was like the next OBJ, and it was funny because even me being a Niner fan, I was like, well, why? Because he has colored hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What's the comparison?
And he was like a phenomenal return man. Because that was one thing that when you look at like his college shit, fucking Dante Pettis, like he was like also like a killer return guy. I'm like, oh, okay. And then like I remember a couple muff punts later, like you get to the doghouse. Shannon's like, fuck this kid.
Yeah, if you're not a return guy who does it like Tyreek, like I don't know, like if you're just returning punch, you're just probably not doing that much.
Before Tyreek, I've seen like Percy Harvins, right?
Yeah.
Ted Ginn Jr.'s.
Okay.
Right. Who else was like that? Oh, Devin Hester. Like but I guess that's a poor example because he almost strictly was a return guy, but here and there he'd be in a 4 wide receiver set.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who else was like that? Corduroy Pimpin.
Yeah.
But I guess his evolution was like really cool because like he got to Belichick at one point. It's like, we're gonna put you in the backfield. You know what I mean? He's really good with the ball in his hand. Let's just hand it off to him in the backfield.
Man, I need Josh Reynolds to like stop being a bitch and get like one catch. He fucking sucks.
I mean, his one catch, he fumbled it right out the gate, right?
Oh my god.
Yeah, because then that was like real early. Turn it over, and then the very first play, Garoppolo throws a pick.
Motherfucker.
That was one of those nights.
You think you could trust Everett next week in a pinch?
If he's healthy.
With the buys? Kittle's going to be out next week.
If you remove the name and just look at the targets to the tight end, you know what I'm saying? That's why I would play it. That's why I would play Everett. Because last night, whoever the fuck they were targeting, it was still a tight end. I forget his you know what I mean? Especially the red zone. Yeah, Parham, there you go.
Yeah, and they're playing the Jets to give up points to tight ends.
Yep. And I think saving him for that game would have been ideal, right?
Yep.
Especially because like he's decent at blocking too. That's what makes him like dangerous in the red zone too, because he's going to be in all those packages, and we need that. You know what I mean? And Justin Herbert sure likes, especially in the Kellen Moore offense. Like this is the same offense that they're running, that they ran in Dallas for the last hell of years. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Oh, my shit died. I'll be right back.
Fucking Goffle. Yeah. A lot of field goals in this game. It's like the third or fourth of the game.
52-yard. Let's see. Yeah, who else is up next week? Detroit.
It's Detroit, the Niners, Jaguars.
Oh.
Who the hell was the other one? And the Broncos. It's gonna be a crazy ass bye week.
Yeah.
Crazy ass bye week.
I got a lot of Ridley. Got a lot of Goff. Kittle, Gibbs. It's going to be an interesting week. Got to tune in to those waiver wires early.
Yeah, it's gonna be a doozy of a week, that's for sure. What was your score on the Wafers 10? Crispy, throw it in the chat. Nice callbacks, Derek, to Dante Hall, Randall L, Santana Moss. Joe said that Gibbs CD was nice.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, about time, right? About time.
Who got that?
No, I was talking about the Gibbs touchdown. All right, let's get this dab going.
Yeah. All right, I got a win in the wafers.
Nice.
Brings me to 4-4. I'll take that.
Yeah, I think I went 1-1 over there. And I guess not even for sure over yet.
Yeah. I got 466 right now.
Just laying it on.
Yeah.
Shit.
Kamara was a great late pickup for me in that week.
Yeah.
I remember saying that to you during the draft. Or at least when we were there. Like,
Yep.
Like yelling that. Well, I said that a lot. Anytime I got in that range, I was getting 0 running backs.
I tried it. I got him as many places as I could.
Yeah, pretty sure Bogey said fuck every time a running back was drafted after the 6th round.
Yeah.
Because those guys you should have been drafted.
Yeah.
No way. Oh, who's down?
It's funny. Oh, I don't know. Khalil Dorsey. Nick said before the game, I was worried about Tay and Myers combining for 36. And he said, now I kind of just feel bad for my opponent.
This is war.
all bad. This is all bad for the Raiders.
Yep.
I mean, I'm surprised they even have 14 right now. Yeah, it's crazy. One reception for 11 yards combined between the both of them. Jacoby has 0. This is insane. It's insanity.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
I know it's almost impossible just to have that part and not sing any more of it. Ooh, Hutchinson almost got him. Come on, man. Adams has him toasted. All you gotta do is keep it in bounds. Man, Jimmy sucks. Jimmy is trash.
So who are some of those early draft picks that, like, hindsight would have gone should have gone a little later? Pollard
in the NFL draft? Oh, you're talking about fantasy?
Yeah.
Pollard.
Obviously Chubb, but that's injury. I guess we can count that. Chubb.
Yeah, I mean, sucks. Didn't even have a lot of time. Let's see.
Najee. We'll see. Najee's getting there. But Najee, if you got him probably where? Third? Second?
He could have even redraft, Superflex. Might have even gotten him in the 4th.
Yeah, Superflex.
Oh,
shit.
Eckler.
He just
Marty said Miles Sanders been asked. Yeah. Not like he was like an early pick necessarily, but
who's in quarterback right now?
Hey, Myers got a catch.
Okay, it's still Jimmy G.
Yeah.
Like he hurt his leg there. But... All right. Yeah.
So they're going to Aiden O'Connell now?
Nah.
Oh.
No, he stayed in.
Oh, okay.
What happened?
Thought I missed something.
Looked like it could have been something.
It's crazy because I was just talking about all this thing about winning and shit. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? Boom, you gotta have the preemptive strike. You know what I mean? Oh, what you gonna talk about now? Everything's clean. It's like, oh, you gotta put water in the water. You gotta put salt in the water softener. You gotta charge all the Ring cameras. You gotta do. I'm like, damn, you should have told me that shit earlier. Now I gotta go outside where all the Spideys are.
Yeah, Devontae Adams underperforming for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sucks. I'll say it.
There's some other wide
receivers. You know what's crazy? How New England as fuck is that? Where it's like there's a guy that complains and then they just punish him even more. Because he's like, yo, we'll win better. This is and that. Target me more. Right? That was how it first started, right? Hey, if you're not gonna target me on if I don't have man coverage, like you know what I mean, you're never gonna target me.
Yeah.
That's what he said, something like that. That was the first one. Then he comes out again, like with last one. Now it's all these anonymous, right? Quote unquote.
JJ is not gonna hit his ADP.
Peace out, Derek. We'll see you in the morning, bro.
Yep, peace out, Derek.
Yeah, really depends on what the Raiders could do here. Because, yeah, we don't got to stay the entire game.
Let's see.
And Alex said, bro, get the solar panel for those Ring cameras. Do you have those?
I didn't know they even had those, bro. This is just from my old joints, from my old crib. You know what I mean? I just still had the same ones, so I didn't buy no new ones. You know what I mean? Yeah, I didn't know they had that. I mean, you know what's flies like I mean, it's not. I guess it's not that far, but
oh, anal zone got him. Sack anal zone.
Oh, that was anal zone. Yes, get in the zone.
Got him.
Anal zone.
Got him.
Hell yeah, let's go. I got him in the 2.
I got him going in a bunch of places.
I got him in
those matchups where that made a difference.
I got him in best balls.
You guys want to know something? Fucking that gut check shit was really a gut check shit today.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy how the universe is like, you gotta, it's almost like I needed to hear that. We needed to hear shit like that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I'm not speaking for all of us, right? Like, I was like, this is like, it's kind of dope if you're aware, right? And he made us aware.
Yep.
What's going on? You know what I mean?
I think whoever was tuned into that definitely needed to hear that.
I'm saying that, right?
Sure.
And for the most part too, it was, you know what I mean? Like, it is crazy when you could put the football analogy to it, right? Because it is like during this time of year, record-wise is a gut check as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, whether you fantasy or reality football, like, you know, it's crazy because, you know, this time of year Mars always comes around, so it's like it's an actual thing. You know what I mean? He said this one specifically though, where it's Mars coming into, I forget, I don't want to slaughter it, but yeah, it's Mars with Scorpio.
Yeah,
specifically, right? That only happens every 2 years, or because normally Mars wouldn't be around this that long. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we just wouldn't be in at this time.
Did he say how to encourage Uranus?
He said,
like, how do you encourage like a DAC reaction, right? Versus a cousin's reaction.
Well, so
you know what it is too. I didn't even bring it up because one part of anal zone got him again.
Yes. Get in the zone.
Yes.
Boom! That could be like game swinging at the very end for some people. That's 12 points just right there. I totally forgot to ask him though, because a big part of all this as well is the location of where you're at. I forgot to ask him how would the locations come in play with all this as well.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's speaking for a lot of it, being that we're in the northern hemisphere, right?
Well, no, I mean literally just like time zones and coordinates and like literally everything. Like
well, but also I would imagine like you can narrow, you could generalize it, or it's more vast if you're looking at it from like hemispheres, right? Because we're gonna see certain, from where we're at, we're gonna see certain constellations more so in certain parts of the year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Versus, you know what I'm saying, people in the southern hemisphere, for example, right?
Yeah.
Because they're facing a whole different way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we're in a different part of space and in relation to where the sun is. So in the wintertime, we're farther away. Summertime, we're obviously closer. You know what I mean? Plus, every other planet has their own fucking orbit. You know what I mean?
What the fuck? Anal Zone's a superstar over there. There's a whole section of people who had he wears like not a bandana, what the hell is it called? Headband or whatever, and it's got his blonde hair coming out of it. There was a whole section who had the bandanas with the blonde hair coming out of
That's hard. Hey, you know what, bro? He's the shit, bro.
Yeah,
like he's a gem, bro. Because that's what you would call the prime, right? 26 to like 30, I'd say is like the prime. 27 to 30.
I mean, that's when he started too, because he wasn't really a thing until 2021. He wasn't shit with the Saints. I didn't even know who the fuck he was back then.
For real though. And they're always good at scouting drafting linebackers. You know what I mean?
But they can't use them.
Even pass rush, even with Trey Hendrickson. You know what I mean? They won't pay those guys either, I guess. Either, right. You know what I mean? Just
Reynolds.
Who is that? Reynolds.
But we got a flag though.
Oh.
And Jay said, "Can't believe it." Holding on the offense, coming back.
Okay, let's just throw it, Goffle.
And seeing the guy like Anal Zone wasn't even getting paid though. Like he wasn't nothing like
No.
the Saints.
But he had 1 year with the Lions, and then they kept him on and extended him. You know what I mean?
Well, he did decent, and they didn't draft anybody, so they signed him for another 1 year deal.
They drafted Jack Campbell. That's the thing. You know
No. He's been doing this. This is his third year.
Oh, with the Lions. Oh shit! I thought this was only his second year with the Lions, bro. Damn, that's hard.
Yeah.
But you know what though? It makes sense though.
But they kept drafting people each year. They drafted Rodrigo, right? It was like hella hype, and like
I found the correlation.
It was all hype.
He was part of that Saints staff before he got the Lions job.
Who was?
Dan Campbell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I just thought of that right now. Like, oh shit, that actually makes sense because it correlates when he got there first. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to bring in some of your guys, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, listen, this is a hard-nosed guy. We're gonna build a culture. Remember, he was saying all that shit. We're gonna buy kneecaps off. That was hella long time ago now. This is year 3.
Yeah.
Seems like forever at least.
Yeah.
Dan Campbell's doing his thing. I hope they get into the postseason. They're gonna be, you know what I mean? It's funny because I'm not a Lions fan by any means. I feel like they have. I would feel more confident with them going the distance than my Niners right now. We're too banged up. You know what I mean? We got to scave off. At least it's wide open in the NFC, or not wide open. It's kind of top heavy.
Yeah, they just lost Cousins over there. I mean, man, it's like it's their division to lose over there.
Yep.
Yeah.
You ain't lying.
I mean, unless something crazy happens in this game tonight, I mean, it's going to take them to 6-2. That's the second best record in the NFC.
Mm-hmm. For real though. Oh, that's crazy.
And shit, and there's only
actually one team that has 7 wins.
The top of each division in the AFC is all 6-2.
Yeah, but there's only one team in the entire league that has 7 wins so far. That's the Eagles.
Yeah.
And then here's the Lions.
There's 0 teams with no wins.
I mean, just order your division winner caps already for the Lions fans. I'm like, who's gonna do? There is no. Listen, you can't tell me Green Bay. Where's Green Bay at?
Packers and Bears have 4 wins combined. Ryan Dallas-Sign, what up? He said, can I throw a trade question to the room due to performance Jacoby put on? Yeah, go ahead, throw it in there. But yeah, NFC shaping out. I mean, shit, you look at it right now. Eagles 7-1. Seahawks 5-2. Lions 5-2. Cowboys 5-2. 49ers 5-3. And then we got the Falcons and the Saints and the Vikings all at 4-4. And I don't think the Vikings are going to be holding that position, but that's what's crazy. Now it makes it a little bit more. It makes it a little bit more wide open.
The Vikings are 4-4. That's right.
Yeah,
it's insane.
Yeah. So actually, and I don't know if that makes it a little bit. I mean, actually, it kind of closes the gap as far as like it's probably going to be the same.
I mean, the Ram. You know what's crazy is that like I don't know what it is, if it's a UCL tear or if it's a UCL sprain, because then theoretically Stafford can come back in 4 weeks, right? But it's like, because then you never count out the Rams, because the Seahawks feel like they're just gonna keep marching. They'll be in, bro.
I'm counting out the Rams.
Yeah,
I mean, who?
I don't have to save face because my team's not
7.
Cup, was out in the beginning. Now it's Stafford. It's over, bro.
I mean, aren't they 3-4 right now?
No, they're 3-5.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Okay, that's way different. That's right. I didn't even have a bye week. Okay. I tracked my statement.
And yeah, it's gonna be a little bit harder in the AFC to get in there, but I'm still going with what I was saying about where I think the AFC North is the one who's going to be producing probably 3 teams over there. Oh, Josh Jacobs.
I mean, the Steelers.
Oh, he dropped it.
So it's Dolphins 6-2, Chiefs 6-2, Ravens 6-2, Jags 6-2. Then we got the Bills at 5-3. And then besides that, like there's no other 5-3 teams. I mean, you got the 4-3 Jets.
What?
Got the 4-3 Steelers.
What?
Got the 4-3 Browns.
What?
And you got the 4-3 Bengals over there.
What? See, and that's the one that's like depending on what their schedule's looking like the rest of the way. Like,
I mean, that's the only.
Wow, Devontae's stupid dummy open, bro, and then fucking Jimmy G shades of the Super Bowl overthrowing.
How crazy is that though? Through 8 weeks, well, it looks like most of these, actually, all the teams, I think, besides the Ravens, have already had their bye, but all the teams have winning records. Wow. Jimmy fucking sucks, man. I hope Devontae just gets like a free punch in the face at Jimmy in the locker room for that.
How does that happen?
I mean, you know why I'm not surprised? Because Emmanuel Sanders wide open in the Super Bowl and he fucking overthrows him, bro.
Wow, that's like the third time tonight, right? Wide open.
If not more than that, like fuck, Jimmy.
That's why Jimmy always would throw like those fourth quarter picks for real, because we would get into a hole, and that's the thing is like, man, with Jimmy is like you couldn't get into a hole, or if you get into a hole, it is all bad. You know what I mean? Like the defense always had to make plays, or like the run game had to be working, because like he's gonna make mistakes, like he's gonna make like 3 mistakes, like crucial ones.
Sack on Jimmy, Tracy Walker, safety blitz,
safety blitz.
All right, here goes Rye $sign. I got JJ. The trade would be either Jacoby, Deontay Johnson, Gabe Davis straight up for one. We trade for one of those receivers for JJ. Oh, man.
Wait. Oh, you have to?
That's tough, man. That's tough.
You gotta go Gabe Davis because he's got.
I feel like I just hold and just wait until we get a little bit more.
I was just saying, like having the depth and just having like guys you could plug in during these times of the year. That's probably gonna get you more W's than trying to get hella top heavy and hoping that you get Jefferson, hoping that it's a good quarterback, hoping too much things, and they're probably not gonna bring him back, bro.
No, he's talking about trading JJ away.
Oh,
but it would just be for just one of those guys, and that's it.
It's a redraft.
Yeah,
I want like 2 of them, maybe.
Something. I feel like one for one.
Listen, man, I'm flipping it
really
right now, but I'm still gonna try to my best of my ability to flip him like Jefferson's coming back for sure, because I don't even know what to think of that, bro. Maybe you can hold out another week. I guess if you have Jefferson and your record's not, and your record's really bad, man, you got to do whatever you got to do.
Yeah,
I'm thinking Jefferson just for next year. I'd want him in Dynasty, you know.
Yeah,
I'm not a win now, and there's a win now team that's got him. You know, I'm a good trade.
Yeah, we might talk. Yeah, we might talk. It'd probably be in the form of like, you know, a QB and then a receiver, and maybe like another piece or two. We'll see what we do.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, listen, I'm ready to. I mean, old guys. You know, I'm going for a young team, and you'll find some older gentlemen that
in League One
will be very helpful for your run right now.
Yeah, because in League One, I think I'm pulling off a W in that one this week. So it's like, okay, here we go with just Tua, right? So I'm
Bobby Wax.
And you know me, I'll flip a Jefferson. I actually acquired Jefferson this year. He didn't even last that long with me. I killed his ass.
What about like a Bobby Wags, you know, and Gino? Mm-hmm.
And Gino, right?
Yeah,
so you said J-Mo and Gino? Oh, I thought you said J-Mo and Gino.
No, Gino, 2 players.
And it'd be Wags.
Bobby Wags, Gino.
See, I mean, see, I'm still looking for a little more.
Yeah, of course you are.
Yeah. You know what I mean? We're not quite there yet. Yeah. Because I haven't like.
But then you don't have to send me anything. You just send me JJ. I can add, but then I'm gonna need a little bit.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll take a look. I know which team's yours. Because I probably would start with Gino. Because at least barring an injury, I have Gino the rest of the way. He already had his bye week. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I've made trades with a handful of motherfuckers in this league, particularly because I came in and just flipped this whole team. But like since then, I can't go back to the well on none of them. Nobody's fucking with me. You know what I mean? The irony is I had 5 QBs at one point when I first adopted this team. Well, 5 after I drafted Stroud, and I just got busy. You know what I mean? When I got busy, started flipping, and ended up with I consciously just stayed with Tua and Cousins. You know what I mean? I flipped Ritter, I flipped Stafford, I flipped Stroud. Like early on, I was like, okay, I'm getting me a win now. And so, like, in true fashion of that, because in somewhere along on that madness, I acquired Jefferson. So I will flip Jefferson. What receivers you got over there?
Let's see.
Let's see. Matrix Scraper. My RBs were Pierce, B-Rob, Sanders. I traded Devonta Smith.
Are you competing in that one too?
I mean, I'm gonna be 5-3.
Okay, so
I'm not, but I'm realistic.
Okay.
I got Ridley, I got Lamb, I got Drake London, I got Pitts. Those are the guys that are in. Who else do I got over here?
Yeah, you're not coming. Ooh. Okay.
I got Angelor. I got.
Well, I think we might be able to, because I have pieces too. You know what I mean? If I got to do what I got to do, we're gonna see. You know what I mean? I got some pieces too.
Oh, I
can throw together. I might be able to throw together a little some extra on top of it. Because you're still competing, so I don't know if I might gotta shop him to I'm gonna do the traditional look who's at the bottom.
But I'm saying I got a lot of QBs. Oh, you think I'm gonna compete against you?
No, not even that. I'm talking about you're still competing. Period. You're 5.
Well, I'm not giving up. These are pieces I can move.
Oh, those are pieces you're listing right now. Ooh.
Yeah, I can move those for a JJ.
Yeah.
Take the risk that maybe he'll do something this year, but definitely next year. So, because I got a young team, you know what I mean here. Stu is building a really young squad.
Yeah, and you definitely have CD over there because it's Stu. It's everywhere.
Yep.
Okay.
And Parsons. There you go, Stu.
Okay, I think I got the gears working. Because I almost don't need a shop because I got something in mind actually.
All right, send it.
Okay.
Got Fournette in here. He's about to go buck wild. Fournette could be a good one.
And let's see for the Matrix Scraper, Devonta Smith, London, and B-Rob for Bijan and Hollywood Brown. Win or loss. I think I'd rather have the side with the 3 players.
Mm-hmm.
Rye Dollar Sign says, say receiver as before. I could use either Jacoby, Deontay Johnson along with Davis plus one of those.
Davis? Oh, Gabe Davis.
Yeah, I'm assuming Gabe Davis and Deontay Johnson for JJ.
I mean, this is redraft.
Yeah.
So,
what's your record?
Yeah.
And maybe there's some other teams too that have some pieces you need.
Now listen. Cause see, here's the thing too. Is if I can acquire another QB, it's smart in general, right?
Well, you need that.
But it also has to. I also have to you got multiple QBs, and you got Lamb over there, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, I can't use Lamb.
I'm seeing so that I would have to add to it more on my side. You get what I'm saying?
Lamb can't leave.
So Lamb. Okay, so Lamb's because when you start listening to those names, I got the gears working. I was like, ooh.
I mean, there's others there that you want.
Yeah,
for
okay.
sure. Look at the older guys. There's plenty of them that are there that are going to be good pieces. Cooks, and even Cooks, you know, Stu might not like that. I'd have to check Stu on that one.
Wow. Okay, so Chargers and Jets next week. That's going to be another oogly one. Okay. Well, we'll see. Because then, you know what I mean? I know I got a big fish I'm going to be shopping here. I gotta find where it counts. Ooh, and there's a Minnesota guy here. My guy Denny. Let's see what Denny's talking about too. See if we can't get a new home. You know what I mean? Because like, listen, here's one thing I thought of too. Like, okay, I also gotta, if I'm gonna make this move, I gotta make sure I'm secure next year. I started thinking about Geno next year. I'm like, ooh, he's technically on contract for one more year, but it's really all front loaded.
Yeah,
and where are you talking about, Kidda? In the 20? That's the something for Diggs. Yeah, if it's in the 20, that's the place I'm trying to. You gotta come correct. I'm down for only picks for him, but you know what? You know the amount of picks it's gonna take. It's not gonna be cheap.
You might got to spend it.
Gotta spend it.
You know what I'm talking about? I can't. I spent it today.
Fucking Chase. He said I was stressing all game. He said my opponent had Gibbs. I was up 35 points. Oh man. Yeah. So what did he end up getting?
Gibbs?
Yeah.
47 in the Hustler, 47-40.
Yeah. Let's check on the regular scoring though. 17. No. Yeah, 17. No, what the fuck? 30. He's up 35. So he won by 5 points. Man, lucky. Got lucky. And Joe said victory smoke coming up. Let's get it for all the dubs.
Who's that? Is that Steamboat?
No. Joe King.
That's it, Joe.
He said fucking Raiders. Same old Raiders, bro. Same old Raiders. Corey said I got my ass kicked this week. Now I've lost Richardson and now Cousins. Fuck. Yeah, the Cousins really hurt.
Yeah, the Cousins one hurt.
Are you a Scorpio by any chance? Oris? It's Mars, man.
Yeah, when's your birthday again? S is the 3rd? Second. Any plans for the B-Day?
I'm definitely gonna go for dinner. Do something nice.
Oh shit, that's in a couple days.
Mm-hmm. And then Friday there's like a conference with an after party, and you know that'll be big. So it'll be like the day after, but the same day.
Cool.
That's the turn up one.
Mm-hmm.
What's a nice place you like when you go into the city, like to go have dinner? Like what's your go-to? Like if it's on.
I like trying new things. So as long as it's new, you know, but I'll definitely go like meat, you know, like a good steak somewhere. Wow.
I know, right? They got a gang
like a birthday dinner.
And Jason, before I go, rumor has it Winston to the Vikings. Yeah, I saw that too. Mm-hmm. That'd be cool because I got a lot of random Winstons in Dynasty.
So I called Spencer, right? And I was asking him about it, and he said that person like tagged like whoever it's such and such, whoever's the lead insider for the Saints.
Okay.
Right. And this will like if he immediately denies it, he's like, nah, that's not gonna happen. I mean, that's it's crazy. It's like you have Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
They know they got him for the cheap though.
Yeah, and then but still get something out of him, right? Maybe. Or maybe they know in this landscape and how open their division is, and they could actually make a run. And probably having your pockets loaded with extra QBs probably could serve better in the long run. You know what I mean?
That's how hardcore hustler dynasty leagues are. And how on top of everything, like I just looked it up. There's nowhere he's available in any dynasty league right now.
Winston?
Yeah.
Nah.
Man, if I would have played Taysom Hill over Tank Dell, God damn it.
Where
Dell got blanked for his birthday.
I know.
That was just a real shit, ugly game in general.
What's crazy was two teams coming off of a bye. You know what I mean? And I guess that's like the true testament to like a rookie head coach, how his team was prepared coming off a bye versus Frank Reich, who's looked shitty with a rookie QB, but still seasoned as a coach. You know what I mean?
Good game, Song. Man, stuck it to me with Gibbs. That was the deciding factor right there. And did you have Laporta also? Yes, Gibbs and Laporta on me on Monday. He destroyed me. They walked that 70-point lead down real quick. Yeah, some bullshit.
Yeah.
Ride Dallas signed 4-4. My receivers are Amari Cooper, Ridley, Addison, Ayuk, RB deep with A-Chain, Pollard, Brees, K9.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cooper, Ridley, and Addison, and Ayuk. Yeah. You're deep. I wonder what you think you should trade an RB out there and get a better piece of wide receiver.
I mean, for Ayuk and Ridley, they're on a bye week, so it's like,
do you really have to trade JJ? You might be able to trade other pieces, unless you really think that he's not coming back like at all. And then, by all means,
what is his record?
4-4, he said.
So maybe make this trade, get that 3-for-1, then you have Ayuk, but you won't have Ayuk and Ridley this week, but then you'll get them the rest of the way when they come back. And what's that worse? You might be 4-5.
Kid, totally missed your chance to ask Ricky all your questions this morning, bro. Where were you at? It was right after you got off of work. You could have came in and you could have been asking all those questions.
But yeah, it's got to be.
Because he said Tank Down Jacoby must have had some weird sun sign or something, right? Or something.
I mean, he was saying see, this was dope because this is when he was breaking it down. I actually understood this part of it where he was like, he's like, we're in the Mars shit. And it's rare, and it's fucking with the Scorpio because we're in Scorpio, so it's rare that this house is still around right now, right? And then he says, it's also like at a 90 degrees angle to fucking Jupiter. And whenever that's happening, Jupiter's gassing everything up. It's inflating everything that's happening. So it's like making it more war. You know what I mean? Like it's bigger. And that's kind of crazy because on a worldwide scale, what's going on? You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that was kind of.
That's why you got to get Uranus into the picture.
Yeah.
Grab that like opposite energy of like, wow, didn't expect that to happen, and that's going to be insane.
Yeah, but see, and that's what's crazy though, is on the flip side of it too, it could, the fact that Uranus is in the mix right now, or Uranus, I'm so immature. Uranus is in the mix because, like you said, it's the one that's gonna bring like the unexpected. Because then I can go both ways. You know what I mean?
Pause.
Pause. Definitely pause.
Would you trade for Kamara?
I know, man. We need some unbelievable shit to happen, like peace in the Middle East for real.
Keenan Allen. Okay, we trade Keenan Allen for Kamara and a 16-teamer. And it's crazy because like Kamara's looking more.
Kamara. He's doing all the PPR shit. Oh my god! I think before going into this week, I think in the league he was number 2 in receptions.
Yeah,
in the running backs, or is that even just in the league? Him and Kelsey, who's leading the league in receptions right now?
Let's see.
Like overall, I think they're like close or something. I forgot. Yeah.
I don't know. I see Diggs, but I don't know if it's I don't know if this is counting.
Okay.
I don't know if it's counting this week or not.
What's Diggs at?
Kamara's got 39 receptions. So
since he's came back, okay.
That's
I don't know what I was looking at then. That's crazy.
No, because that's got to be before this week.
I mean, what did he have this week? 5 grabs.
4.
Okay, so he went over the 40 marker for sure, at least.
Yeah, 4.
Okay, I don't know what I was looking at. I was comparing him to somebody. I was just like, oh, that's a trip.
Maybe touches.
Now he's got 39 receptions. I'm looking at that, including this week.
Okay. Okay, I'm tripping. I thought he was in like the mid 40s already.
I mean, that could be just since week 4 or whatever, whatever numbers we were looking at, because that's when he came back.
Oh, I think I might have been pacing it too. Yeah, I might have been pacing it. Like, oh shit, if he didn't miss 3 weeks.
Jason, I think the Saints are going to make a push in the NFC. I mean, they already are. I mean, they already be one of like the wild card teams in the mix.
Mm-hmm. I mean, what are they 4-4?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy because Derek Carr actually might get into the postseason and play his second game in 10 years in the postseason.
Crazy.
I mean, I guess that's awesome because then there's people like Ryan Fitzmagic that just never could get into the post. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's get up out of here. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. West Coast time. Go watch the Ricky Williams upload. If you didn't catch it live, go check it out. I uploaded it just so you can get just so you can check out that specific part. Ride $sign said, thanks, boys. I got Joe Shiesty and Kincaid. So if I did do it, I'm leaning Deontay Johnson. I guess with the 2-for-1, I can't remember. What was it? We would have got the 2-for-1 Gabe Davis and Deontay Johnson for JJ. Not mad at it in a redraft.
But 2-for-1, right?
Yeah, he said it would have been. Yeah, he said it'd be Gabe Davis +1.
Yeah,
I'm okay with it. I mean, it just depends how you view it. Because there's a real world where he does still come back. You know what I mean? And then I could argue like by that time, if we see who's the QB, if they're looking like they're just peppering whoever the fuck it is, I'll probably be okay with it.
Yeah,
it's going to be Hawkinson. Hawkinson gets the plus here, right?
Yeah.
Whoever is going to dump it to the tight end.
I mean, Addison obviously is still, but you're right though about a young QB having to lean on like a safety net kind of guy. I didn't think of that. You're right.
Yeah. All right. Hell yeah. Let's get up out of here. Hess, appreciate you, bro. Thanks for coming on.
It was a pleasure. Appreciate you guys.
Angel.
Yeah. All right.
Go get your Heisman. Go get your cannabis now.
Yeah. Download the Lila app. You know what I mean? LILA.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. See you guys tomorrow morning. Peace out.
Peace.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.